Alright then, let's get started once again. So, I think today we'll be expanding a little bit more this way and start setting up a town down here. We'll need to leave a little bit room for railway to go around there, as well as probably through here. So it's not going to be a massive town, I'm afraid. But I think it's going to be for the best, although I suppose we can get the rail going fairly close to the border there. Hello Average, how's it going? Right, and then over here we will be doing a fair bit of work on the... well, maybe a little bit of work at least over here. There's not much that we can do here right now, considering what we can produce here. I mean, we will probably be setting up a lot of these here today, and hopefully we can get a lot of the resources required for production. Going for 100% at Assassin's Creed Rogue, currently at 76, fair enough. Right, but anyway, let's get started, shall we? So, first of all, we are going to get the university over here. Do we have the... yeah, we definitely have the cash to build that. Get that completed so we can get a bit more education going in the town. Ooh. Okay, it is going up again. We had some worker shortage apparently over here, but that seems to be fixed now. Right, so if we have the railway going around here, probably go through there, and if it turns around here, we'll probably want to have the stations for this city be on this side. Come to think of it. So the main town will be around here, then there's going to be a little bit of room over there near the border, I reckon. Oh, that should be alright. Technically we can actually buy electricity from the Soviets here, if need be. I'm not entirely sure if we do. Right, so we've got bricks production over here. We actually got a full stockpile there. Now, of course, it is winter, so that is causing some problems. Now, I suppose one thing that we need to do is we can start by building more of the road down this way. Actually going to go right next to the water here. And let's see, if the railway goes through there, we need to go past that area. And then we can start figuring out where to put the main roads and all that. I suppose we could also pull this road down here. It's going to cost a fair bit to make all of that, but I think it will be okay. I think we'll just have the main crossroad down here. Start building all of that. It's going to take quite a while. But we'll slowly set up the settings over here. Right, will do. Okay. Is the refinery is working? There's 20 workers, or almost 20 workers right there right now. That was my day. Not too bad. I was doing some editing and rendering. And then it was about time to stream. What about yours? How was your day? Other than Assassin's Creed, apparently. Just woke up. Fair enough. Right, so we do have some gravel over here. I suppose we could... oh, wait a minute. We are working on getting the... yeah, building that road. That's going to take a while. Eventually we'll be able to expand some of the oil production over here. That should be alright. Now, do we still have... oh, we're actually buying the crops over there, and with other crops over there. Well, that at least is taking some oil out to export. We'll actually make a little bit of money, I reckon. Actually, well, so far we've made a little bit, yeah. We had like a couple truckloads. Actually, where have we exported? About 3 truckloads of oil, a little bit of food, like 2 truckloads of food, some coal, and some meat. Okay, so not great, not terrible. Oh right, we do have the road connection over here. But yeah, there's actually, yeah, we got quite a bit of wood over here. That's good. That's being turned into coal as well as other things. I suppose I could increase the workers down here to 15 now, so we can export a little bit more coal. Besides, there might be some unemployed people around here that could use a little bit of work. Students waiting over there, so the tiny university can't quite keep up with the population here anymore, but that's alright, I suppose. See, so we have started working on that, of course. It's gonna say, oh right, did we? No, we do have one vehicle doing the roads over here. Let's actually put you primarily on the gravel roads. Keep those clear. Well, at least a little bit clearer. That way we can get a bit more out of that one vehicle. I suppose I could get another... That's a distribution office. I wonder if I could fit one around here. Have a look. So modded, technical services, 3 vehicles. No, I can't quite fit one here. Bit too small gap there. On this side, I could fit one. Sure, we'll place one there then. Actually, we could even get rid of that one and get a house in here instead. Although, I think that would be pretty far away from the shop, so that might not be the best idea. How's the... Okay, both the ambulances are out, so... Not necessarily the best situation. On the other hand, they're not sitting around either, so... At least we're using all... Right, so far we have done a little bit of profit, both dollars and rubles, not to mention we did spend a little bit rubles to complete the university here, which does actually have a decent complement of people in there right now. Both staff, officials, and students. Right, so we've got a decent bit of food over there. We've got a lot of crops waiting here. And we should be able to, we're producing a little bit of meat there, although that does require a bit more work. Actually, might be a bad idea, but let's see, if we were to do a quick mud path around here. Now we should be able to upgrade that one without problems. And still keep on working over there. Although that's gonna take a lot of travel, isn't it? Yeah, another 256 tons, so yeah, that will take a few moments. That's alright. Right, so let's actually start figuring out where do we want to set up the shops and all that sort of stuff. You know what? Let's get one of the bus stops around here, or small bus platform rather, on this side. That should be alright. We're going to start figuring out a little bit of where the housing is going to be. I think this place is going to have a little bit higher house capacity, or housing capacity. So if we have a look at the residential buildings, we might require some steel to actually build these, but with 3 stories, how many can you fit in one of these? 38 workers. Probably use these single ones because the doubles are a bit too wide for my taste, or what we are looking for over here, at least. So we'll probably use some of these at least. Actually, what we can do, we can just set them right next to there. With a bit of a gap there, and maybe put in a big slightly bigger one over there. Should be able to get a footpath in between. Indeed. Good. And then let's get a few more houses. We'll take one of the bigger ones over there. And maybe one of the smaller ones again on there. Now, I suppose we do need to leave a bit of a gap there for the stations that we might have here. So we'll probably leave that open. Although actually, if we have the railway going here, we could technically have a curb around there to rotate there. So we could have the cargo station somewhere around here, perhaps. That would work. We could have some sort of storages around here that we can then unload directly from to export more stuff. Yeah, let's get the gravel footpath around here at least. Something like that. And continue this way and nope. There we go. Connect to those two. Right, is there... Yeah, there is an option for this. I'll connect to both sides of these houses just so that they can reach a bit easier elsewhere. Eventually we will connect to the other side as well. There's probably going to be some services or housing around there. Because what I could do is I could continue down this way and then through here. Connect to that one and that one. There we go. I suppose I could start building those. We won't be able to access them anytime soon, but that's alright. Now then. Oh, it's actually fairly mild weather right now for January. Okay, at least we got some students there. Actually, how good of a ratio do we have university educated? It's not bad. Considering that of the babies and children, majority doesn't have an education, but then of the adults, most have at least basic education. Quite a few have university education as well. That's pretty good. Now we do... Oh, there was actually a fire that I missed. Oh, there was a house over there that was on fire. Well, luckily that was dealt with. Yeah, the fire truck just returned. Right, so we do have the bricks over there. We're not really using them. Have we started bringing the gravel there? Yes, but no. So someone is at least getting to work over here still, from the nearby houses. That is pretty much full. Is that... There's still a little bit of room over there as well as here. I'll let these grow on their own, but I think I'm going to have to start moving people away from here eventually. It's going to be a nice little building to see buildings on the new town at some point. Of course, it's going to take a while to reach there. Although once the winter ends, the delivery should be a lot quicker. Also, oh right, it's the open holes that are not doing anything. Nor have they started working on this in particular yet. At least the dumpers are busy. KZ256. I don't actually know how good of a vehicle that is. Let's have a quick look. Covered hull, for example. Can carry 6 tons. Actually not bad. About on par with this one in the capacity, but this one's faster. And this is just heavier. It does have more engine power, but it is heavier. Right, not that it necessarily has a massive impact, other than for transporting the vehicles themselves. Right, how's the situation over here? We have actually been making some decent money this year so far. So 10,000 rubles profit and $6,000. That's good. Oh, and there goes the fuel truck again. Although the price is slowly and steadily dropping for the oil exports, but at the same time I presume we have been exporting a lot of other things as well. Now eventually we'll get the refinery over here, we can start using domestic fuel on this side as well, but that's probably going to take a while still. Right, so is there... Oh, there is a lot of gravel here. I see. Are we at least transporting it here? Maybe? There's an open hole, so I reckon the answer is yes. Well, look, is there any vehicles on this road? Not right now. Oh, there might be... Oh, there is one, actually. Bringing in another 4.5 tons of gravel. And is there another one somewhere? Might be this one. Oh no, that's actually the one that is exporting stuff. Oh right, yeah, we do have the other two over here as well. Now, is there anyone at the bus stop? Not really, not yet anyway. Right, so it's trying to clear out that area, fair enough. Not that it necessarily needs to be clear. Oh, right. We are now heading to get some people from the bus stop. There's 2 workers waiting there. 2 workers. We've got 10 people working at the charcoal kilns. That's good. That should give us a little bit of things to export at least. Right, so over here we still need 233 tons of gravel, so that is going to take a while. We have started bringing in gravel from this road. That should help a little bit after we upgraded that. We can get rid of this road here, and all the trucks can go a bit faster, as well as the people can actually reach chicken farm a bit further away, so we can get more meat produced in this region. Right, so have we actually gotten any work done on this? No, not really. We still need a tiny bit of gravel there, but probably not going to happen anytime soon. We've got a decent bit of workers at the refinery, so at least that is working as intended. Let's actually have a look. If we have a look at this year's income, bitumen is actually the most valuable right now of total export numbers. Fuel is not bad either, but it's not quite bitumen levels. Bitumen is quite steady exporting. Right, so I assume... Oh, right, yeah, we did replace the wood cutting post, so we got plenty of wood there, and I presume we got plenty of boards here. Yes, we do. Right, how's the forest is still doing fine over there. Let's have a quick look at the other side. Yeah, there's plenty of trees there, although we might have to start replanting some of that eventually, but right now it seems to be okay. Are still workers over there? No, not really. Did they take workers down this way, perhaps? I think they tried. But of course we don't have the resources to build... Oh, right, we need gravel. How much would it... Ooh, 34,000. I think we'll try to get $200,000 first, and then I'll start using some of those. Try to keep the baseline at 200,000, and for rubles we'll try to keep it at least 650,000, maybe 700,000 today. Let's see how it goes. I mean, we will be making at least some money. I believe we just we actually exported gravel. Alright then. Oh no, also exported some food. Fair enough, I suppose. Right, so have we gotten enough... Ooh, this road needs 2 more truckloads of gravel, and I believe one of them is already heading there. Well, oh, it just brought in the gravel, so now it's heading out. Never mind then. I'm guessing this one, yep, has plenty of oil. It emptied quite a bit, but that's alright. Now, in the meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we'll need a bit more work on this. You know what? I'm going to use a little bit of cash to get that done. So we can actually start bringing the gravel down here. Now the technical office is not going to be required for this winter anymore, because the snow is about to melt in about 15 seconds. Okay, maybe not 15, but close enough. It should be starting to melt. Well, now it should start to melt. There we go, that's going to increase the speeds quite a bit. Right, so how much do they need? 215, okay, yeah, that is going to take a while. Of course, now they can actually get to there a bit faster, so that should speed up a fair bit there. Let's have a look. So the oil price is 61 per ton over here. What about the bitumen? 286, almost 287. Pretty good. And fuel is 176. Now, to be fair, how much have we used this year for buying gravel? 1700 rubles, so not massive amounts, but it is quite a significant portion of our expenditures right now. Actually, the biggest single expenditure right now. The steel, electronics and clothes are following quite closely, but the speed is just going to increase now. Now, to be fair, we do need to upgrade that. You know what, I'm going to do that with some cash. So I'm going to pause for a quick moment. I'm going to use some cash. It's only going to be about 1,000 rubles or so, maybe even less than that in total, so I think we can manage that. And that should allow us to speed through there much better. Which again is going to lower the fuel usage per kilometer, at least to some degree. And the trucks will need to spend a bit less time in transit. Right, so soon it should be sowing season. Oh right, and we do need to upgrade those roads. I'm going to do that right now as well. Just use some cash to build those. Again, it's going to be profitable in the long run. So a little bit of an investment there is not a bad idea. We've got plenty of oil there. A little bit bitumen to export, and apparently we got the fuel truck right there. Right now, it's almost ready to go and export. Got 800 rubles worth of fuel in there. And I will probably drop some to the gas station here. A little bit. Actually, no, it might not. No, it's the distribution office, so they are actually going directly there with truck, and if that goes down enough, then they'll go and pick up the fuel automatically. So you're currently picking up bitumen, and that should be quite profitable over here. At some point we do need to upgrade a bit more of the footpaths down here to allow the people to reach at least the shops a bit better. We do have the warehouse here with a lot of food. I believe we're no longer buying the food directly here. That's good. Unfortunately, we can't store meat over there. We could get the electronics and clothing in here, but at the same time, we don't produce them, so it doesn't really matter. Are we buying them at the shop or over here? It's the same difference. Right, actually. Are there a lot of people at the bus stop? No, not really. Not really. Okay. How's the situation over there? That is still... Well, they got one truckload of gravel there, but I think they mostly bring it down this way. But yeah, yep, there's another truck going in. That is going to take some time. Right, well, let's have a look at the other side. Farming season has started, I believe. Yeah, I started working over there. Good. We're still buying the crops over here, but we are at least making a little bit of a profit. As soon as we start getting the harvest, well, that's still going to take several months, but once we do start getting that, then we should get a lot higher income here in the northern town. How are we doing in terms of... Yeah, we got a lot of gravel there. Got some room for extra quarried stone, though. Oh, well, there's more quarried stone on its way. You are going to load up more gravel. Right, at some point we do need to get a bit better gravel producing place. That's probably not today, but at some point. I mean, currently we're just trying to get more of the road. Oh, actually, we did get that road completed. Now we started on that. Although, did we... Excavator is down here right now, so we need one more truckload of gravel there and a bit more over there, but we can start certainly working on a lot of these things. Now, how much would this cost? 34,000. Still don't quite have the cash. I'm gonna quickly build this. It's 1,300. But at least it's gonna be completed. And we've got plenty of wood waiting at the heating plant here, so that's good. You are pumping with a good speed, okay. With the production per workday isn't all that great, but it's better than nothing else. So how are we doing just for electricity? Suppose we could get another... Oh right, yeah, I was going to build another one of these. Let's have a look. Power plant, one of these. Oh, right. I remember now. Oh, and I don't have an excavator. Never mind then. I was trying to get the fishery in here, but that did not go as planned. Right, so let's get you down there. Can we link around that somehow? Okay, so which way is the building? It's probably this... Oh, right, I don't think we're going to actually build it right there. Let's demolish that and try it again. If we have a look at the model, so it's right about there. So I think if we place it perhaps around here somewhere, we should be okay. Although it needs to... Falls of water over there is a bit of a problem, but I think that will work. If we have a look at the voltage line, I think this will still be okay. So we'll start building that. And then get a footpath around here. There we go. That will give us a bit more power to work with. Eventually, it's not going to be massive amounts right now, but it will at least feed most of the needs around here, I reckon. Although, actually, this is feeding quite a bit. How much are we spending money? Let's have a look at this year. For the power itself, it's about $800 so far in 2.5 months. So not massive amounts, I reckon. It's actually the crops and the fuel that cost a lot more, and then electronics and clothing. A little bit asphalt, but that was a bit over there. That is not really a regular cost. Right, so over here we're gonna need about 5 more truckloads of gravel. I'm sure that we're gonna manage that. Yeah, in the meanwhile, oh, right, I remember now. I was going to potentially build the railway around here, as well as, well, I'm not entirely sure that I can get around there, but I can certainly build the railway around here somewhere. Maybe link it through there, as well as continue. Ooh, actually, probably going to be some tunnels required here, which are bloody expensive. Okay, but yeah, I was going to build the... Where is the rock crusher? Doesn't have a massive worker capacity. Oh, and we can't actually place it down here unless we get... Now, first of all, we don't have any electricity here, but that's not the biggest problem, I reckon. How much can you store there? Not cement plant. Export 5 tons of gravel. Okay. I suppose that works. Fortunately, I don't have any more giving me a tiny aggregate storage or anything like that. I'm guessing yeah, we don't have the excavator available, so we can't really place it down here right now. But what I'm thinking is I could have it right about here. I can bring in the gravel directly, or quarry stone directly, so we'll only need like 1, maybe 2 trucks to do that, and keep a steady flow of that coming in. Then we can have aggregate truck loading on the opposite side, and that will cut down the travel times a little bit. We can get gravel directly from there, I reckon. Or we could perhaps... let's actually have a look. So, I know that I don't have a storage. Is there... small aggregate storage could fit in quite a bit. On the other hand... not quite lining up the way that I need it to do. Unless we place it over here instead. That would put it even further away from the town. Not necessarily a wise idea, although I suppose one thing that I could do is get a storage over here. And... oh, that's not really a good place for it, but... somewhere around here maybe we could build a storage and then have both truck aggregate loading and unloading there connected to that, but that is very expensive right now, so I'm not going to even bother trying it. Oh, we've actually done a little bit of work here without the excavator. Well, that's handy. And how's the work going over here? Still need 3 more truckloads of gravel. Any heading... there's one heading north. Although, oh, actually it's going for the windmill. That reminds me, how much does this cost? Quite a bit. Now, on the other hand... if I want to have that still within the connections here, I think I may need to set up a small switch. Well, technically it's a medium voltage switch here, but... they would build it right about there. We are going to have to use some cash to let into terrain. Which is less than ideal, of course, but... get that in there. Probably just use Mud Road over there, because I don't think this one requires particularly fancy stuff. Then let's get the voltage or the wiring. We could probably connect that there directly, but we're going to have to build a power line here. And can we connect to this? I suppose if we go around there, then yes, but it's going to be a bit costly to do that. Question is, how costly? I think we will find out soon enough. We get one there. It's a bit far away, to be fair, but we can get around the building. Connected that one. Right, so that would be... well, it's actually only a few $1,000s. Right, you know what? I'm gonna cancel some wires over here. We don't need to cancel all the way, just up to there, essentially, and then this one can connect through here. It would be $7,000. Actually, a bit more than that, because we still need to get the switch built. About 10,000 total. But now we'll have these using partially domestic power, maybe. And now, how much would this cost? It was still the 30,000. We got the gravel there, I suppose. It's gonna be... the steel is the most expensive one here, so we are going to invest on this because, again, it will allow us to produce a bit more domestic power, and that means that we'll hopefully import slightly less. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be the case, but, well, I suppose we can find out. We'll look at the power this year. Well, we can't really see the effect quite yet, but we're going to have to come back after a month or so, assuming that there's actually workers coming in here. Yeah, there's a couple workers there, but doesn't seem to have a massive effect on anything right now. Right, so we are actually still loading the quarry stone there. Good. Oh, right, I remember now. So if I wanted to have the rail station somewhere around here, I do need to have a or railway coming through here. I need to have some sort of place where we can unload the stuff and then export it from there, because we can't connect directly to the customs house. We're gonna have to do a bit of trickery there to actually get the money out of it, but oh well. Population has actually gone down a little bit this year, hasn't it? Yeah, there's been a lot of escapes. Partially, probably because there's no apartments being built right now anyway. Right, so that is being constructed. Ooh! Okay, still 107 tons for that bit of road there. And then quite a bit of road or travel for these roads here. But we'll get our second, or technically third town under construction soon enough. Except, are they... I'm assuming that we did all the roads down this way, didn't we? Yes, we did. Well, whatever we had decided. Or designated, rather. So, yeah, that is there. How much would this cost? A little bit. Thanks for the follow, Boomba. Frankly, I'm expecting it as a bot. Ah, fair enough. It's just usually names like that are just bots that try to get you call out the website or whatever it is. Ah, fair enough. Okay, so we got the gravel in here. I suppose we can use a little bit of cash to build this. And then of course we do need to buy some vehicles in here, so we'll buy another one of those. But the priority on gravel roads once again. Okay, oh. Right, so we're currently waiting for more gravel over there. We have done a little bit of that, but that does mean that we completed that road. Well, that bit of the road there anyway. Now we have a lot of these buildings that we need to complete now, sooner or later, but it's a bit expensive. We currently have only 160,000 in dollars, which is not a lot in all fairness. We are gathering meat over here. Ooh. Okay, so the truck has been out rather recently, and I believe this is the food truck, isn't it? Yep. Going to take another 1.5 tons of food out to export. At least that's a lot of a cash flow. Basically, we're working on oil-based economy on both sides of the Republic here. Over here we are actually turning it into bitumen and fuel, but it's still basically oil-based. You're going for getting the bitumen out of there, and I believe you got the fuel. Okay, you got a decent bit of fuel there, almost a full truckload. Could get a bit more people to work there, but right now don't have a massive capacity. I mean, a lot of these houses probably have some extra room right about now. Or, well, not room, but extra people that could be moved. It's just, don't have any more houses right now. And not until we get over here. Because this particular town is pretty much its limit on how much we can build. I mean, we might be able to build a small house over there. Residential. One of these, could we fit in there? No, unfortunately not. A smaller one, maybe. And not really a smaller one either, unless we use this one. Okay, there we go, we can fit that one in there. Electrify the peasants. Something like that. It's all modded tiny houses. I figured that on this run I'll go with a lot of smaller things. Yes, thanks for the resub. 3 months has gone quick, indeed. But yeah, on the previous one I had like Three, no, actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 cities, and I had like population of 60,000 or something like that, so I figured I'd go a bit small. Actually, 5 cities, but still, I had like 60,000 population, so I decided that I'll go a bit more dispersed economy this time. Right, so we still get the exports there right now. Got 75 adults with the parent. I think that's more or less what we can fit into our houses. So beyond that, the oversaturation just takes over. So we're not actually working on this right now. We'd need to spend 19,000 to actually build this. Or get a little bit more gravel, but that wouldn't really lower the price. Oh, right, yeah, we never actually completed the power line in here. Let's do that real quick so we can actually link up to here. Now let's have a look, now that it's end of the month. If we have a look at this year. Power? The import has dropped a tiny bit from the peak over there, but I don't know if it's actually been dropping or not. We can't really rely on the end of the graph there because it's still updating. Right, so we got the gulag over here for making some gravel out of quarry stone. It's actually currently full on gravel, okay. Now, there's still a lot of places that we are taking it. Over here, for example, I think on these buildings as well. At least that one. And this one. And this one, okay, so yeah, we're taking gravel to quite a few places. That is almost completed. I think it needs one more truckload. Actually, 2. Because we only have the 4.5 ton trucks right now. I mean, and to be fair, I could just buy bigger ones, but I figured that I go with smaller ones at the start. Add a nice little extra challenge there. Building is on fire. Residential building. Oh no. Oh, the fire truck is on its way. Luckily the populations are so small that it's very unlikely that anyone dies in a fire like that. Right, so I'm assuming we still... Oh, we are now buying the crops there. At least we're still selling a fair bit of the food there, so that is keeping the economy on the positive side. Now, if we don't factor in the 30,000 used for completing the wind turbine, we would have actually made a decent profit on the dollar side as well, but now we need to wait for a while. On the ruble side, on the other hand, we have a 30,000 profit so far, and it's only end of April. So not too bad, actually. No, it's not a massive economy yet, but at the same time population is under 2,000 as well, so I don't really expect too much. Right, how long... Okay, we still need about 50 tons of gravel here, but that is taking some time. Hey, we got over 700,000 rubles now. We're going to keep that as the new baseline, and we're going to start using money so that we'll still have at least 700,000 whenever we try to build something, for example. Oh wow, we actually built this house really quickly. No one actually lives there, but you know. Let's actually move some people from there. I think they were all adults living with their parents there. Alright then, well, we got a lot of people at least over there. I suppose what I could do is I could move a bit more to over there, for example, and maybe over there. So now people that are living with the parents over here can start moving into this particular house. That should help. Okay, so the refinery is still at least working at decent speed. And now that we have a bit more people here, it might work even faster. There's not actually a lot of students here at the university right now. Okay, now there's one. I suppose that's a positive aspect of the smaller towns. Not all that many students. Most people can keep on working. Right, so still working on that. I've got on another load of gravel, but not enough. At the same time, how much have we spent money this year on gravel here? 6,000. My goodness. That's more than clothing and electronics combined. Alright then. Well, at least luckily over here we are making our own gravel, but on the other end, there's a problem that we don't have a source for quarried stone until on the other side of the lake. We kind of need to get there first. I mean, I suppose, technically, if we were to build a wooden bridge, we could get there. But a wooden bridge is very slow, so I'd rather not, quite frankly. I'd rather not. At least we got the boards and bricks and, well, we are buying the gravel, so we can technically build these smaller buildings rather easily. For these bigger ones, we do need some steel, as well as a few other things, so we can't actually build those completely. Gotten enough gravel. You know what? I'm gonna buy another truck. Another dumper. I know that I'm going a bit under the budget here because of that, but we should be able to get that back soon enough. But that should speed up the rate that we build the roads down here. We can actually get that town underway. Now, in the meanwhile... Oh, we actually did work on that. Now we need the asphalt, and we don't have that available. I reckon there's not a lot of people there. Quite a few workers over here. How much have we made of coal this year? $4,600. Oil is $20,000, food is $14,000. Gravel is $2,000, and meat is $1,200. Alright, well, so oil is definitely the what is running our economy, but on the other hand, they're using dollars on this side of the Republic, so that makes sense. Right, so a lot of that is required there. We don't have the excavator though. I mean, we'll get the roads over here completed eventually. Actually, we should definitely get that road completed a bit sooner. Although, oh, they started bringing the gravel for this road. Okay. I'm gonna suspend the construction of that real quick. Just so that they don't spread the gravel evenly to every single road that I'm constructing. I can survive without that one. Technically, I could even survive without that one, but this one is something that we do need in case there's a fire. Actually, that reminds me, how far can you reach? You can reach pretty far. A lot of workers there, though. Clinic scene. Well, there's one patient over there right now. There's only one ambulance in here, so we can't expand the operation for that clinic all that much. Oh, right, now that we move that, I wonder if we could get the rock crusher down here. Nope, too narrow. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I mean, another thing is we could get another Gulag Stoneworks maybe around here. Well, even that is a bit technically possible. Not easy, but it is possible. But we could get a bit more gravel in here, but at the same time, I don't think we need to have more gravel. It's more about the logistics being slow rather than the production. Oh, the production is slow, don't get me wrong, but around $65,000 and about 700,000 rubles. How are we doing on the food production here? Well, the truck is away. That means that we should be getting... Yeah, we just did some exports there. Now, to be fair, since we are importing the crops... Actually, how much does the crops price? Oh, 26.5 rubles per ton. No, that's the sell price. Almost 30 rubles per ton the buy price. But at the same time, food sell is still much better. And if I remember correctly, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Yeah. So we're still making profit out of that. Oh, we're finally getting some gravel over here. Good. Now, how is the situation? Oh, we completed that bit of road there. Good. Now, where is the excavator currently? Probably refueling. Yep, it is heading to refuel. I believe we got the gas station over here. Yeah, we completed that ages ago, and it does have a lot of fuel. Productions here, we got plenty of oil. And both of the bitumen and fuel trucks are there. Or both of the export trucks, rather. Okay, so now you should be heading to that road. And that's going to allow us to get through this area a lot quicker. Then we're going to get rid of the mud road there. And technically even could build some houses on this area. On the other hand, they would get so far away from the shop that it might not be a good idea. Is there, there's no footpath connections that we can utilize anymore for that area, so I mean, we could start upgrading more of the footpaths in here. That would certainly help a little bit. Now let's have a look at the pollution over here. So near the oil pumps there's a fair bit of pollution, otherwise not too bad. As far as we can see. So we've got all the gravel here that we need, which means that most of the trucks over there are now idle. No, actually no, they're not. They're bringing the gravel down this way. That's actually not a bad thing. As soon as we get this one completed, then they can bring in the gravel even quicker. 703,000 now in rubles, so we could technically use a little bit. Now to be fair, the fact that we got this working, and okay, there's actually a little bit of room there, so how about we take you with another 20 people there. They should fill up quite nicely still. Actually, can we see... Oh, we can't actually... Oh, we got 26 adults living their parents in this town. The total population over here is almost 1,100. That means that the remaining 500-ish are living on this side. I could believe that. We got the bowling alley over here. Not a lot of people visiting that, but that's alright. Technically it's sports places and the football field is just easier to access, I reckon. Right, I actually wonder how much power going through there. Alright, yeah, I wanted to have a look at the total power imports. So have they gone down? Not necessarily. Now the question is, if we... Let's say we stop the imports, how bad is the situation going to be? Probably not particularly good. A lot more power is used, but I'm not entirely sure that if we are actually meeting the power requirement or not. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, so we might actually be saving a decent bit of money through that. Now, another thing that we do need to make sure is that there's just workers in there. If you guys work on those... Oh, without power supply now, so there's no one working on either one of these. Or there might just not be enough in there. Okay, there we go. So is there now people in there? Well, at least they have power supply. I mean, technically there is no substation here, so they're taking directly from the... I mean, there's this substation, actually. I believe this is directly linked to the... Well, those two, but it is technically linked to that, so I'm not entirely sure what would be the problem there, but hopefully this will save us a little bit of cash, so we can keep on building over here, and especially get these constructions completed. So we got the distribution... Oh no, construction office there, then we got the open storage, which is linked to the brickworks. And then we've got woodcutting post that is linked to sawmill. So that will give us bricks, boards, and... Well, actually it's just mostly bricks and boards, and a little bit of wood that we can use in a few things, but... Alright, yeah, and we got the wind turbines over here, which are going to be a bit expensive. And then we'll have some sort of housing area over here. Probably have the railway going through here, abouts. Then we'll have a small steel works over here, and the population over here is hopefully going to be big enough so that we can man the mines over here. If I remember correctly, there should be... Of course, we'll be using small mines as well, and not over there. There's coal over there, quite a bit of it actually. And then there's iron on here. So we can mine both of them. We do need to set up some refineries. I'm not entirely sure if I have small refineries or not, to be fair, but once we get the stuff refined, we can then have a small steel mill which will then produce steel for this side of the Republic, at least for the time being. Essentially each town will just be supplying I don't know, 3 to 5 of the neighboring towns, more or less, and then after that it's just gonna be another town doing the same thing. That way I don't need to have a necessarily as robust of a distribution system. I just need to have a lot of them, which is gonna be a lot of work to set up, of course, but I think ooh, hold on a minute, we got the road completed. Huzzah! Now we can cancel this road. Because no one actually needs it. So how far can be... Ooh, okay, a lot more people can work at the chicken farm now. That is good. We'll bind the crops though, which is less good. Got 12,000 rubles now over the baseline. Quite a bit below the intended baseline for dollars right now. I don't think I can do much about that. Not right now, anyway. So all of the dumpers are bringing the gravel down here, and it's gonna require another 5 trucks. Visit there. No workers waiting there, I suppose. I really need to upgrade more of the roads here. I'll do that now. Because I don't think there's a lot of people that are using this road right now, or a lot of vehicles either. But we do need to upgrade more of the paths here, just to allow people to get where they need to go a bit more reliably. Same over here. Upgrade a bit more of that. But right now I don't think we have the workers available to actually do that. How much do we have here? We got 15 workers out of 30. Technically 50 is the max, but I'm keeping it at 30 right now. I believe all the farms are growing as they should. And I believe on this side as well. Yep. And this side is going to provide a lot more crops than the other one. Luckily, this is right next to this warehouse over there, but I think we might actually be producing too much crops to actually utilize all of it. Oh wow, that fills up real quickly. Might just need another... Hold on, is this... Oh yeah, that's a distribution office. Right. Technically we could set up, if we brought in covered hull truck here, we could set up the covered hull truck to be distributing the food from here to export, although I think we might already have one. But are we taking food from there? Yeah, and we are unloading at the customs. Okay, so we do actually have a truck doing that already. Never mind then. So that means, oh right, yeah, that means that the covered hull truck over here is waiting until it's empty. That's alright. And the meat truck is currently being filled up over here, has 1.5 tons of meat. How much do we have at the store right now? Okay, we are actually buying some meat there. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh wow, we've got an even more population here. Alright then. But yeah, we are more or less at the limit what we can build in here, considering that we need to leave a fair bit of room for the railway things around here. We'll need to have a station on this corner, around there, and then railway will probably go through here. It will actually rotate through, or there's another branch going down here, and it will probably be connecting to either side here. And this will continue through here. There's probably going to be some stations over there or over there. I'm not entirely sure where. And then it continues through here, right at the edge of the map, and goes pretty far away. Probably around here is where it's turning elsewhere. But I'm not going to start doing the railway anytime soon. I just need to keep or try to remember where I need the room for that. Right, so is there anything else over here? Actually, how we set... Yes, that is set up as a source of steel. Right, well, how about... I'm going to manually purchase some steel. 12 tons of steel. Purchase. Not going to be enough for most of the buildings, but it might be enough to get started on a few of them. Actually have a look at the situation here. Have we got on... Ooh. Oh well, that's not going to take too long then. Then we're going to start connecting to the road itself. And I think on this side we'll have more of the services. I think this side we'll have the bus stop there, and we can basically have the services around the central area here. And then all the housing is going to be surrounding that. Now this place was supposed to be providing probably fabrics, maybe a little bit of chemical. Actually, I don't remember. Was there oil around here? No, not really. We can bring oil here. That's not a problem. But we don't have any easily accessible down this way. But that is about to be completed now. There we go. So I will connect that there. We can start building that. Now actually completing this is going to take a long while. I suppose what I could do is increase the range of this to be clear. Let's have a look. Okay, 2 kilometers is plenty, so we will actually start producing some of that for auto search. Right, so it's already mid-June. In about a month we should start getting some of the smaller harvests already. All of those are on their way. Now of course we could start designing the city around here. This is going to be one of the biggest cities that we'll have in this region. Like, there's a lot of room, so there's probably going to be some nice farm area over here as well. Question is, where are we going to set up the railways here? I know that there's going to be a railway approaching from here. Doesn't need to go there or there, I think, unless we have some industry over there. But I don't think we need to have a station over there for cargo stuff. And then we could have a passenger station somewhere around here. And then it goes down here. It could be connecting down around here, as well as down here. And from here it goes all the way around there, there, and then around here. So it's not actually all that far away, all things considered. But it's still quite far away, on a truck at least. So we are working on the road there. That should be done fairly quickly. In the meanwhile, we are still delivering a lot of gravel down this way. I started working on both of those. And presumably this one as well. Yep, they have. We've got 715,000. Now, how is the population doing in here? We got 23 adults living with their parents total. We got 65, so we probably need to start building a bit more around here. Unfortunately, we don't really have the money. How's the situation over here? I don't think it's too bad, actually. At least they got electricity. Right, lacking quite a bit of money. I suppose if we were to build the woodcutting post here... Oh no, we don't actually need the woodcutting post as badly right now. We could just bring in the wood from here if need be. The brickworks, how much would that cost? 21,000. I'd rather not use that much money. We can still bring a little bit of gravel there. Bring a little bit of gravel there as well as here. Why are you actually taking the people? Presumably for this. Yep. I'm just going to quickly build that, just so that we don't take the people there for nothing. Right, in the meanwhile... Anything over here that we need to worry about? Not by the looks of it. Trying to pick up some food. I guess we don't... Yeah, we don't have a lot of workers in here. wonder, is there any more houses that we could fit in here? Actually, I could probably fit one there. Let's have a look. So I've been using these in this town. Oh, not enough room for that. Not enough room for this either. Okay, so we can't really fit anything in here anymore. Okay, well that's a small issue. I think we can live with that. Unless we can fit one in here, for example. Well, now that I mention it, yes, we could. Now, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure that we have the resources for that. But do we need it anyway? Some boards and a lot more bricks. We've got the boards, but we need more bricks, so let's quickly purchase another 12,000... or 12 tons, not 12,000 tons, that would be a bit more. You are exporting a decent bit of food there. That's good. Okay, so over here we still have a little bit of room for some farming if need be. Though I'm not entirely sure if we need. Right, so how's the roads down here? We stopped working on that one. Still getting a decent bit of oil here, so that's good. That is still gathering a fair bit. Where is the excavator? Oh, it's going up north again. Right, so it's probably going to go for one of those two. Or around here. Oh, we actually, yeah, we completed that one. Okay, the excavator is heading for this one. Still needing 2 more truckloads. On the other hand, once we get the construction office here, we can start utilizing that a little bit. Also, it's going to cost a fair bit to get the vehicles for that. On the other hand, we do use the rubles for that, so I suppose we can manage. That's coming along. Actually, where are the trucks in here? Actually, I'm just going to buy another... Oh, there's only one number here. Well, no wonder it's going so slow. Buy another one. Just the fact that we'll have a second dumper will help. I mean, we got a lot of cash here, so we can easily use that. Where are you going to be heading to? One of the unfinished roads. Which one? The one over here. That will be connecting to the medium switch. That's alright, I suppose. Actually, one thing that I do need to figure out is where are we gonna have, like, are we gonna connect that to the network here, or is this gonna be just the network for the town over here, as well as the pumps over around here? We're gonna have secondary power plants over here. We might actually link these up eventually. Like, we'll have some power plants down here which will connect to that power line, but should we connect this side to here or not? I'm not entirely sure. Although I might load some other modded power plants to have, like, not necessarily wood-based, coal, well, like a smaller coal-based power plant, for example. And for that we can turn... Okay, well actually we do have the coal mine areas over there that we could utilize. Not a terrible idea. I reckon the steel mill, even though it is going to be the smaller steel mill, or a smaller steel mill, it's still probably going to take a decent bit of power. In any case. Right, so over here we still need more bricks. A lot of people waiting. Oh, we actually got the bricks approaching. Not enough to complete it, but certainly helping a fair bit. 1.2 tons of bricks, and how much do we got? 3 tons over there. Okay. We do have enough bricks to complete that, and that's going to allow us to get a bit more population capacity for this town. We are certainly right around the limit of how much we can fit in here. Although, actually, can we fit one more in here somewhere? No, not quite there. Actually, we've been using... Oh, we could fit one there, and we could probably... No, we can't quite fit one here, but if we can fit one here, then we might as well. Now, we do need more resources to actually complete that, but that is going to help us get as much over here as possible, really. Unfortunately, cannot fit anything over there. Or around here. Well, there's technically room over here, I suppose. But for that, I might as well use these. In fact... Although I know that this is going to be entrenching on the area for the wood for keeping the heating plant working and all that, so that's not necessarily the best place. I'll go with that anyway. We're gonna need a lot more boards and bricks though, so how about 30 tons of that and 18 tons of that, so that should be not too expensive. That should let us keep going for a while. Well, we might want to start planting more trees here, just in case, because I have a feeling that we are going to run out of that soon enough. And right now it's still easy to replant everything. Mostly because I only have 2 towns right now that I need to pay attention. Once we have more, it's going to be easier to forget things like that. Right, let's have a look at the situation down here. We have started working on the road there. Have we got on the gravel over here? Yes, we have. We just haven't got on the workers there to actually build it. And how is the worker situation on the bus stop here? Or bus platform, rather. Not very good. Yeah, we've got some ambulances moving around here. I suppose, do we... Don't necessarily need that one. I'm gonna upgrade that one. Slowly but surely I'll upgrade the roads down here as much as I need to. Now we do have an alternative road all the way here, so we could technically upgrade the road down this way at some point, but again, it's not really a priority, just something to do. What's the oil price? I think it may have gone up still. Slightly. New vehicle type available. Zills, okay. Oh, we did upgrade that with some cash. Oh right, it's harvest time. Huzzah! We'll be able to get a decent bit of harvest this. Oh, we already have 10 tons in here. Alright then. That should be getting transported soon enough. Have they started on this side? No, not yet. How long do we need to wait? Oh, not long. One of them is almost fully grown. It's not that one, or that one. Or that one. This one. Because this is going to be the first one to be harvested. And that's going to give us a lot of crops. In all fairness. Ooh, you are actually taking all workers over there for the footpath. Good. Not entirely sure if they'll be able to complete this, but they might be. We completed that bit of road there. Have we started working on this one? No, not yet. Entirely sure where the excavator is currently. All 4 workers are still here. I'm not entirely sure if they'll be able to complete that. Probably not quite. I think there's gonna be just like 1 or 2 work days left. I think some of the education levels might affect on how quickly they can work on stuff like this. Or how many work days of effort they can put in, and oh, okay, they managed to do it. I'll take it. Right, so that's first of many completed here. Eventually we'll start working on these houses. I mean, they do require some concrete, which we do not have production for. I do wonder, how much would it cost to actually make one? Gravel industries, concrete plant, it does require cement. Not a really easy place to fit in there. I could fit it on this side. Would require a little bit of flattening there. How much does it cost in Probably quite expensive actually. 29 tons of steel. That alone is rather expensive, plus the components and all that, and we'd have to buy the cement for the time being, unless we get the modded cement factory, or small cement plant, which still costs a fair bit, and it's still rather massive in comparison. Okay then. So no, we're not going to build that here. I think that will be built on this town eventually, because this is where we can get a lot of gravel from, or quarry stone. We can turn that into gravel, and then that gravel can be turned into concrete and such. We could perhaps get the asphalt plant down here at some point, because for that we do have the bitumen available locally. So how much would the asphalt plant? It's even more expensive to build. At the same time, the gravel we can buy just automatically, and bitumen we can bring in. So we could technically utilize this, and this is actually fairly small in comparison. Problem is, are there anyone that could actually reach to work in here? Unless we build it on this side. I don't think we can actually fit it in here, unfortunately. Not without doing some terraforming. Right, what about... Technically, if we build it over here, it could work. Although I'd rather link it down that way then. Although we don't want to put it too far in, otherwise it's going to get in the way of a lot of other things. So technically it could fit in here. Unfortunately there's no footpath connection, so no one would be able to reach there. Anything else? Ooh, actually. If we can fit you there, yes we can. Now would be potentially rather polluting building there. Get working on that though, so at least people can get to work in there. Let's quickly build it. Okay, 500 rubles for that, we can easily afford that. How much would this cost? 57,000. We can at least get the gravel there. After that we can use the asphalt. Oh, actually, once we get that, we can start getting even better roads in here. Or upgrading some of the gravel roads. Now, to be fair, a lot of the trucks can't actually go faster than what the gravel roads allow them to. But it might allow the people to walk a bit faster on those. Okay, so we've got still 10 tons of crops here waiting, and we got 16 tons over there, and 32 tons over here. That's gonna go up rather quickly. Can't store more food is the problem. Now, I don't suppose there's any more factory. There would be factory connections over there, but we can't actually connect in to anything that would be useful. Unless... Nah, I probably wouldn't be able to do it. Right, so are you taking food to be... Yes, you're taking food to be exported again. I need another truck to do that. Or a second truck, rather. Right, so we got that. Actually, can we fit in another distribution office here somewhere? No, over here, unless right at the edge. Okay, we could fit one there. If we rotate this around, for example, to use the same road, okay, that would not work. Right, well, we'll place one there. I'll start working on that. So how are we doing over here? Vehicle type available. Okay. We got one completed. We got the gravel over there. We got the gravel in here. And in here. Have we started working on this? Yes, we actually have. But we are going to require another 100 tons of gravel. That may take a few moments. But yeah, at least we'll be able to produce some of the asphalt once we complete that. Of course, it is a rather expensive investment right now. We'll keep like 1 or 2 workers there at all times, so if we need asphalt, we can at least get that. And I'm sure that there's a lot of things that do require it, so it should be alright. For example, this would require travel. Alright then. Now, I suppose technically we want to have some... Let's start figuring out the stations in here. I'm not going to place them down or like set up the railways quite yet. But we'll have cargo train station probably right about there. Actually, you know what? I will start setting up the railways because we are going to require the locations. Let's say we place you down there. Bit of a curve going there. We'll connect it there and then go... Wait, what are you... Oh no! Okay, the power line is getting a bit in the way. We'll probably replace that at some point. They're actually... Oh, right, yeah, we could probably use the bigger ones. That is true. Okay, so let's... I don't know. 6 megawatt. How much would that cost? Not a lot. So we'll build that. And then we can get rid of the medium one. There we go. Now we can keep placing down the railway. Ooh, railway down here. There we go. So that's now connected. Now we do need to connect this. The question is... We'll basically need to connect to either side. Well, not necessarily. Okay, so what I think I'll do is, can I connect around here? Yeah, you can run medium to transform mediums. Like, I was just bringing it with the smaller wire because it was just cheaper. Actually, there's still a tiny bit in there. Now, to be fair, I think my transformer on this side is... Actually, no, I think it's just a regular one. Yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. But yeah, you can do that. And they will transfer the power just as they would. They just have a bit lower capacity, but right now for the smaller towns, it's not really required all that much. Right, so, back to the railway. So, do I... see, if I was to connect both of these, or two of these at least, I could connect one over there. Actually... Now, would this work, is the question. In theory, yes. In practice, not necessarily. Now, to be fair, if I set up this in here, I could then set up the lights in here, or the semaphores in there, and then there's going to be semaphores over there and there, so there's not going to be any more than one in this section at a time. And that would work. They can then go to either side that they need to. And then, of course, over here we do need to have another railway bypassing the station. Well, technically we don't have to, but I'd rather have it there. Right, so that's actually not too bad. Let's figure out where do we need to draw these lines and how far can we... Well, how close to the hillside can we get them? Say that we get you down there. Over there, that works. There we go. So at least we have a little bit of plan on what we're going to be doing here. Because I could continue this down here. And you can be connected down that way. Now, to be fair, we'd probably need a diamond down here for the rail, and I'll probably put a diamond... Oh, that's a... bit of a mess. Yeah, no, I don't think a train can quite do that short of a turn there. Right, so I don't think I can actually connect this... Not at the corner there, anyway. I suppose we can just set up a... Actually, not quite that close. Diamond over there. Now, the question is, can we set up another station here? Preferably for the aggregate unloading. Actually, do we need aggregate unloading here? If we want to bring in gravel down here, then yes. Just bringing it with a train would probably be much quicker. Now, we don't have the excavator available, so we can't really flatten that area, but we could technically place the aggregate unloading over here. We'll then have truck loading on that side, and then link that to the road down here. And then we can bring it... Oh, actually, we could go around there. That's actually not a bad idea. A little bit less road to worry about. But yeah, we'll just leave that to be as it is. Oh, we got 100 adults living with their parents. How much of them live here? Oh, we can't see that right now. Let's keep an eye on for a little bit. Be getting some workers here soon, right? Oh. Wasn't quick enough. Okay, so we've got 40 adults living with their parents here, so there's a 60 in the other town. That is quite a few. We have started working on the houses here, but we don't have enough bricks by the looks of it, so let's go ahead and buy another 30 tons. Oh, not rubles, not rubles. Dollars. Because otherwise we're going to pay more than double the cost of the items for the delivery. There we go, so we'll get a little bit of housing here, so that should alleviate the problems. Slightly, at least. Right, how we started getting... Okay, we've got 15 tons of crops still there. We're starting to get a decent bit in here. Emptied that one. And that one's ready for harvest, but we haven't started harvesting it yet. I wonder, how is the electricity situation? Can we actually see that? Properties. Okay, well, we can kind of see that the wattage is going up and down in a lot of these houses, but it seems fairly stable. I don't see any massive spikes anywhere, so that kind of tells me that the electricity is doing just fine for the time being. Oh, that's good. Now, technically, we could even start selling power here, although I don't think we are producing that much. But in theory... Okay, the population has grown, that's for sure. We've completed the road there, that's good. We're now working on this road here. And those two. I'm guessing, actually, how much have we made money this year? Okay, we almost made money in this town, despite building the wind turbine. We've done over 70,000 profit in rubles, despite we've spent some money on buildings there, as well as vehicles. So that's actually not a bad year. On the other hand, in the previous town, or the previous run, I did learn quite a bit of things. That was as well as the one before that, but that was a while back. Right, so I guess we haven't worked on any of those yet. That is a quite a long road there. Okay, so we've got 70,000 rubles, not 70, 40,000 rubles extra, in theory. A decent bit of workers there, and... ooh. Okay. Barn is almost full. Fair bit in there. Heating plant is working just fine. Well, I mean, it is September still, so there's probably not a lot of requirements there. Oh, right, this one. Don't quite have all the gravel there. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start building that. Then I'm gonna get the steel that I have here, transfer over there, so that's gonna save me a little bit of money. And then we can complete that. Wait, more cash. Open hole is already heading this way, I think. Oh, right, the other... No, both of the open holes are heading this way. Good. That's gonna be bringing us 9 tons of steel already. How much would it cost now? 47,000. That's a fair bit. Now 44,000. I believe there is still... Well, there's one truckload over there. So not a lot in all fairness. But if we accumulate a little bit more money from the oil exports there, it should be alright. Okay, so the harvest over here is going fairly well. Let's actually have a look at the amount of resources that we have on the fields there. Both of these fields are empty. There's a little bit over there, but we've got a lot of trucks taking the harvest from the fields, I suppose, and taking it to the warehouses over there, and oh, barns technically, but storages anyway, to there, and we've got a lot. Actually, we've got quite a bit waiting over here, and we haven't harvested most of this. That is a bit of a problem. Now, I suppose one thing that we could do is... Actually, the problem is not really the fact that we don't have enough workers here, it's just the fact that the export storage is so small. Unfortunately, I don't want to place food in here. I technically have like 1 kilo of food there already, but yeah, I'd rather not get too much in there. Well, once we get to 750,000, I'll construct the asphalt plant finally, and then I'll also set the distribution office to bring in the bitumen there. Right, there's a fair bit of traffic there. The harvester is currently harvesting. We got, oh wow, 60 tons of crops down here. That is still a full truck. They're trying to unload over there and there, just not... Oh, and actually over here as well. Just not enough room for a lot of time. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you're taking it to that small barn. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. Right, but yeah, we got a decent harvest going on in here at least, if nothing else. Although we do need to get a bit more storage space for that, so that we can actually then go through most of the year with that. Ooh, we got that road completed just now. All these 2 roads over here. And now we might start working on this. How much would this cost? $12,000. Plus, how much is the pump line over here? 30. Ooh. Yeah, that's rather expensive. Eventually we'll have the pump gathering all the oil here, and we can then start getting the... or having more trucks get the exports. Did we actually bring in workers here? We may have tried, but I don't see any active there. Right, the quarry stone is still going, or moving around quite nicely. There's room over here. We have actually used a fair bit of the gravel lately. How's the roads down here? Most of them have been completed. There's still these 2 that need to be worked on. And then of course some of the buildings here still need gravel by the looks of it. Actually most of them. Okay, the heating plant should start working a bit more soon enough. Now we did get the houses over here, but that did help a little bit with the... I suppose you could say the housing crisis of 1966. Right, so we've got a decent bit of... Oh, actually, we can fit a lot of crops in here. I think it's more of a... just not enough volume on the trucks to bring the stuff in there, rather than anything more nefarious. some point we do need to increase the workers here, but right now I think just slowly burning through the crops is better than trying to burn them or use them quickly and then have to import everything later on. Or half the year anyway. Right, so we got still plenty of crops to harvest there. This one's still harvesting, but that is being gathered rather frequently. How's the situation with here? So we completed that road. We at least have a location to export to from here. That's good. We'll need to complete this road, which... Is the excavator here? Yeah, excavator is heading here. And those require just workers. They got the gravel in all of these 3 footpaths there, just not going to be able to get there yet. Oh, and this one requires workers, or the excavator. One or the other. I suppose that... Again, I could technically set up a little bit of housing over here, but it's just so far away from that one. Also, how's this doing? Still 43,000. You know what? It's taking up some workers there, so I'm gonna build that. It's gonna take us a bit below 700,000, unfortunately. And then I'm gonna just lower the amount of workers to 2. I'm gonna put the gravel to be auto-purchased, so that should be relatively easy. And then... Is this the... Yes. This is the place. Let's just be delivering bitumen there. And keep that working. Now if we need asphalt we can get them from there, and actually I think I need to mark that as a source already. I don't think it's required right now, but future-proofing the area, let's just say that. And again, we can now start upgrading some of the roads even further, although again, I don't think that's really necessary right now. We barely have any vehicles that can go beyond 60 kilometers per hour. So you're heading out again. Still almost 30 tons of crops there. These two should be empty. Excavator is slowly arriving here. Luckily I can get the work done rather quickly there. Actually, I suppose I could start planning a little bit of the town in here a bit further now that we got that completed. Do we have any workers at the bus stop though? No, not right this moment. There's the road over there. I think the dumpers are... Yeah, the dumpers are not busy. Not busy at all. I suppose I could buy another excavator in here, actually. At some point. That would certainly help with a lot of things. But there's still a little bit of room over here for some constructions. If we want to use them. And, okay, so we've got the vehicle depot here. Of course, we don't have any vehicles there right now. Also, at some point we do need to upgrade more of these roads here. I'll first upgrade that one, because I don't want to cause too many troubles. We've got the kindergarten over here, which is doing fairly well by the looks of it. It's like the cultural enjoyment is not great in here. Religion sympathy is rather low, as well as alcohol addiction. Oh, and government loyalty is going down. I can't do much about that right now, though. Just don't have a lot of productions to actually get the radio station, for example, to start improving that, but eventually we'll fix that. Now, of course, it will take a long while to completely be fixed, but we're not in a hurry. Okay, so how we started working on that? We have gotten some of the gravel at least there. I've started working on these. I suppose there's something that I could do. It would be bad, or it wouldn't actually work, quite frankly, but if I was to build the road, or at least have a mud road or something, all the way through... Actually, where does it need to go again? Yeah, around here. Through there, and then around here, connecting to somewhere around here, probably. We could start bringing gravel with trucks, but it's just... Each load of gravel would be so expensive in terms of fuel that it would probably be... The price per ton would be somewhere around 150, maybe? Compared to the buy price, which is Actually, we can't see it from there, can we? Currently 18, almost 19 rubles per ton. But yeah, it wouldn't really be worth it. Secondly, they might not be able to go through it because they'll just run out of fuel and then they'll might even turn around to refuel, or they'll just get around here, realize, oh, I need to fuel and go over there. Honestly, I don't actually know if they'd be able to get in here. I'm not gonna try it right now, but at some point I might. Because we still don't have the road to get there, so that does complicate things a little bit. Right, so that should be alright. Still getting the harvest over there, still got 7 tons of crops there. It is October already. Ooh! Got another bit of footpath there. Got the gravel over there. Oh, right, actually. Can we get the asphalt? Is that asphalt? Yes. Huzzah! And it's taking us at least one step closer again. So, have we gotten enough bitumen to keep that working? Yeah, well, kind of. Back to 700,000 again. In rubles, that's good. I believe we got most of the harvest here done. Oh yeah, but there's still plenty of crops at the field. We're not transporting enough of that. That is a problem. That's almost completed. Over here we are going to need the gravel and asphalt. Then we can probably use some cash to build it. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, we actually completed that, and now we completed this. Where's the excavator? Is it actually staying? No, it's probably going to refuel, isn't it? Yeah, that does kind of seem likely. I'm thinking of upgrading that bit of road next. Slowly but surely improving the traffic in here. Not that there's going to be a lot of traffic in here, but eventually there might be a bit more. Now, I suppose we haven't been using a lot of wood here because, frankly, we haven't been building a lot. Right, I suppose... Actually, if we were to build the concrete plant, we could fit it in here, which we technically could, and connect it down there. It would be close enough for some people to get in here to work. Not a lot, but a couple individuals. Okay, a bit more distance so the road can be constructed with the excavator. So we'll get a gravel footpath through there. Build that, and we can probably build the footpath down there as well. It's gonna take a while to be completed, but that's alright. Then we'll be able to get the concrete in here. We are going to have to buy the cement, of course, as well as the gravel right now, but that will allow us to build at least the groundworks on pretty much every building that we'll be doing. That's going to save us a fair bit of effort. Or, well, not necessarily effort, but money. Population is now 1900. Again, we haven't really increased the capacity, so that's probably going to have to drop again. Oh, we've actually made a profit this year total. On both sides again. Despite we have used a fair bit of cash. We used... Actually, how much did we use cash to buy the steel and all that? 36,000. Then 50,000 for gravel. 5,000 for power. Now, I actually wonder, are we producing enough power over here? I don't think we are. The fact that we're purchasing the power there is kind of skewing the numbers a little bit there. Although I think if we were to... Like, these are not utilized... Well, this is actually utilized pretty much to the max. The other one, not so much. There are a lot of buildings that are connected to this. Hold on, what's there? Oh, right, there's the substation over here. And I'm not entirely sure which... Are we using the power from... Well, import power or the power from here? I don't know. How much is there? So over here there's actually not a lot of power going through. There's probably preferring the power from here then. I mean, that would make sense. Hold on, where is that going? Oh, right, this one. That seems to be rather empty as well in terms of usage right now. 50 tons of crops over there. Okay, so we probably hit our limit then. Have we got on? We are at least doing a little bit there. We haven't gotten this one. We got the asphalt and the gravel. Quickly build that. I don't have the vehicles for that yet, but at the same time we are currently at the 700,000, so I can probably afford waiting a little bit. I'll probably set this one to help. Actually, oh, we could actually have another truck over here. Right, well, I'll probably get another covered hull over here first, and that can keep on bringing the crops down there. We'll set up this one to take at least the extra food from here to be exported down there. Because I'm pretty sure that this doesn't really have a problem with food. Considering that we got a warehouse with 24 tons of food connected to it, so yeah, it's probably going to be okay. Got some workers over here. We are going to get some gravel there, but we don't have the concrete yet, and it would cost 47,000 to complete this right now. That's a bit more than I can afford right now. I mean, technically I do have the cash, but I'd rather not use it if I don't absolutely have to. Now, how is the situation over this side? I reckon that there's probably quite a bit of adults living with their parents. Oh, yes. But, oh, hold on. Is that? Yeah, that is quite a bit at the university here. Mostly waiting to study, of course, but there's a lot of people over there. Okay, we really need to start getting a bit more housing, or somewhere ways to start moving those people. Now we've gotten a bit more of the roads down here. We haven't... Actually, we have started working on that. Okay, how are we doing on these? We're missing some gravel there. There's some gravel there, and there, and here. Slowly getting that one. I think once we got on the road, we'll probably be able to get the buildings a little bit faster. Also, connect these two, because the housing area is probably going to be somewhere around here. But want to be able to connect that, so there's at least some people that can work for the power plants here. Although we do need to get something more than just 2 wind turbines, quite frankly, but that will probably be enough to keep the housing area more or less supplied with power. What would this cost? 20,000. Okay, I'd rather not do that. We do want to get the city hall at some point, but right now, probably not as necessary. Okay, how's the... Have a look at this year. Oil price. It has dropped a little bit from the start of the year, at least. Actually, on both sides. I mean, we have been selling oil on both sides, so that makes sense. What about bitumen? Fairly stable. It has to have a few dips there. Fairly stable nonetheless. Board's price is actually dropping right now. Now, we did have a few moments where we were buying more boards, especially from the NATO or Western Bloc, so that kind of explains some of the spikes there. About steel, how's the steel price going? Oh, there's been a bit of a price drop there, but it is steadily growing. It is steadily growing, especially on the western side. So if we can start selling steel over here, that would be very profitable. Not entirely sure if it would be profitable to actually import both the coal and iron and then use that. Not necessarily. Is it that? It is requiring more truckload of gravel. How are we doing to the gravel here anyway? Not too bad, I suppose. Are you taking that to export? No, you're taking it to the road. Alright then. I believe that's over here. Yep. Right then. Well, we're about to get to $200,000 in dollars again, so that's good. We've got 709,000, so I should definitely get another covered hull truck for this one. Covered hull, we have been using these, so I'll buy another one of those. Be able to provide more crops down here, and you, what I'll set you to do is, actually, well, no, I'll wait to buy the mechanism because I can't actually select the, no, I suppose I can. Load. From there, leave it at least like 30% before you go to load, or 50%. Don't unload there, and you do unload there. That's probably okay. Eventually we do need to get the truck there to actually set up what they'll be picking up, but we got time for that. We would need some concrete down here. Actually, speaking of concrete, have we got on all the required resources for this? Anything that we can produce, yes. So I will suspend the construction there, just so that no one goes in there right now. We can focus on getting the footpath in here. We got all the resources for that. It just needs the minibus to be able to pick up people from there. I'm not entirely sure if we can. Actually, let's have a look. Can people from here reach the... Oh, no, they can't. Any unemployed people here? Actually, that's easy to check through here, isn't it? A couple unemployed around here. Actually, a little bit around there as well. Quite a bit around there. Can they reach... Let's have a look. Who can reach here? Almost everyone, except the big houses over there. And one of them central houses. Okay. So, quite a few people can. Actually, can we get through there? Ooh. We can. Now, does that actually improve the range? Not really. Not unless we go through here as well. Now that should allow them to get in here. Nope. Well, I'll be damned. I suppose it's not that much better in all fairness. Not until we start upgrading that, which I suppose we... Well, no, we got so many things... Oh, actually, I see. Now that should get them closer. Again, I'm not close enough. But it's closer. But let's say we upgrade this footpath. That should speed up the... or increase the distance that they can walk a tiny bit. Right, still less than 2,000 total population. We don't quite have enough rubles here quite yet to get the cover toll down here, but we'll get that in due time. Pardon me, I'm just checking some notifications. Right. I suppose now we have the money, so another covered hull. We're heading out to export more of the food here, and we'll get a bit more of the crops used, so we can get more of the crops away from the... Actually, we've gotten all of the crops from the fields now. We've still got plenty of storage room. I'm not entirely sure if we emptied this side. No, we have not. Most certainly not. Alright then. Well, that is admittedly a problem. I suppose what I could do is... Are you set up as a source for you? No. Okay, so what you'll do is... start loading crops from here. So that should allow us to bring in, or empty that area a little bit quicker. So the harvesting trucks can do their work faster. We do have an excavator there. So we could probably start upgrading that road over here. Then we could probably upgrade that one, and maybe that one. And then that one, and then these are going to have to be done with cash, most likely. Because the minibus probably won't be able to get a lot of people in there. Have we got on the... We have got on the gravel in there. No, I'm going to use a little bit of cash to build that one up. Now, did it... Oh! Well, it did get at least the middle house close enough to here. Unfortunately, none of the others. Right, so where can they reach from here? They can at least reach the shop. And at least reach both of the tiny universities. Actually, 2 of the tiny universities. We've got 3 of them on this town. I wonder, how is the pollution around here now? Ooh. Not great. Can we get a bit more trees in here? I don't think it actually has an effect on the pollution, but looks a bit nicer. Well, we've got plenty of bitumen there. We've got plenty of workers here, so we'll be able to export even more bitumen, or export some of the bitumen now. How is the stuff over here? Now, we haven't completed 2 of the footpaths. No, actually, not quite. Need a little bit more workers there. Alright then, well. We're gonna need a bit more gravel there. None of those are working right this moment, so let's start figuring out what to place over here. First of all, we're gonna need a school. Well, actually, let's get the kindergarten first. There's a new train available. But that's probably not something that we'll be using. Trying to figure out, so that is a cheap one. It would require prefab panels. There's more kindergarten. Let's just get one of these here. Get that in there. We can get this footpath going through here. Connect that there. And start working on those. Get the kindergarten over there. We do need to figure out where to set up the substations though, and where to get the power for this place in general. Not exactly, we can just import the power from there, that's not really a problem. Okay, are they actually? Yes, they hopefully will be able to complete this. There's only 1 worker though, so might not be quite enough. Which would be a bit of a shame, really. But we'll see how that goes. Actually, I'm kind of tempted to set up the railway on this side right about now, so we'll go fairly close around there. Give a fair bit of room for the area. Then if we have the railway going through here, get a little bit of a curve there. If we connect to that one, and then this one, and of course it has started snowing. Right, so how big of a curve do we need to actually connect these? It's not all that big. Although, can I actually... yes, I can. Good. So now we'll have some rail connections there. We can kind of see how much room we need to have around here. Which... oh, how much room we'll have over here, which is actually quite a decent amount of room. We'll have a little bit of room over here for the factories, most likely, and then the main housing area is, once again, around here, near the center. We can probably have a lot of productions over here, but I mean, we're gonna have the... yeah, actually, we need to have a lot of room down here for the logistics. Although some of that could be on this side, just so that we can export quickly from that rail station. Right, in the meanwhile, let's have a look at what's going on in the western town here. Not too much, quite frankly. Got one vehicle over there. Can we actually get a second one? We got two already. Oh, we're gonna get a third one. Just to keep the roads a little bit cleaner. So that... Oh, we actually got on that one. How we got on the... We got the gravel there. We don't have concrete or asphalt. We've got $200,000 right now, so I'm not gonna spend any for the time being. Well, now we are getting a little bit. Let's actually have a look. How are the roads doing over here? Not great, not terrible. I suppose we could maybe get another snowplow over here, so we'll buy that. That should keep the roads even cleaner. I mean, it's doing okay work right now, but there's actually only one there. Now everyone's going down this way. Unfortunately, we couldn't get quite all the crops, I don't think, not from this side anyway. Although it's now empty. Alright then, how we're doing in terms of that is still fairly full. Have a look at the income chart this year. So, how much the food exports have actually not increased all that much. In fact, I think they've gone down a little bit. Although, not massively. Fuel has gone down a little bit. Well, it did dip down at least near the mid of the year because of bitumen. Well, actually not because of that really, but yeah, they had gone down a little bit. Have we got on the footpaths here? Nope. Got the resources there, so I suppose I could just quick build that and that. But now, where can people reach? Ooh. Okay, a lot of people can reach here. Now, it's still going to cost 47,000 to build this, so that is going to take some time. There's everyone over here. I think we've got 2 open hulls and 1 dumper that are free currently. Not really sure what the dumpers are working on. Presumably they are working on bringing stuff down here, which seems to be the case. Yeah, and the microbus is somewhere. It's actually heading back home again. So did they complete that? Yeah, that is completed. Not entirely sure what it brought the people to, but it did deliver something somewhere. The ambulances are once again working quite a bit there. We'd probably need another clinic here, quite frankly. Question is, where can we fit one? I suppose maybe around here, or... I don't know, that seems a bit far away from... Well, I mean, I suppose we could get the footpath around here. And it could then work, but yeah, it's a bit far away, quite frankly. How's the population or the workers over here at the bus platform? Not a lot right now. Not a lot. So I reckon that we simply have too many places for the people to work in. Frankly, we don't need 4 workers over here. We can probably go for 2. Even for the wood cutting post, we don't need 10 anymore. 5 is more than enough. And over here... honestly, I think 2 is going to be just fine over there. 20 is probably even a bit overkill down here, so I'm going to lower that to 15. Kind of trying to lower the excess workers in certain places. Clinic definitely needs as many workers as it can fit right now. And the heating plant... Ooh, oh. Oh, right, there was a shortage of workers. Okay, that would explain the drop in heat there. How is the heat around here? Let's quickly have a look. Do you have... Well, you seem to have power at least. The heating plant... Well, it's warm. They are using a fair bit of the wood, though. And I'm guessing there is plenty of room to unload over here. I mean, most of that is going directly to the heating plant, I suppose. Unfortunately, we can't really fit anything in there unless we take the footpath away and then build more houses there and get the footpath back, but Be quite a bit of effort right now. Okay, we are actually missing quarry stone, but is that... Yes, that is bringing quarry stone in. Good. Is that is actually going to export some coal? Okay, yeah, we got plenty of coal to export. They're not wrong there. Okay, how's the situation over here? I can't... Okay, so... 3 tons... We got all the gravel in the wood cutting post. This is actually the cheapest one to build. Brickworks is $22,000. The open storage is 6,000. Alright then, so that's actually not too bad. The power plant or the windmills over here are a bit more expensive though, so I'm not going to be touching those. Not even with a long stick right now. Do substation exceeding maximum connections? Possibly. I suppose it could be. I mean, I don't see a lot of people complaining about the lack of power though, so I don't think that is necessarily it. Although... Oh, there is actually a building without power here. Not anymore. It could be just... Sometimes there's not enough workers in here. But for the most part, they seem to be doing fine. Different message and... Okay, so... Then I guess I don't have it. Or at least I don't think I've seen anything different than that message. Yeah, for the most part things seem alright over here. I mean, these technically provide power directly to the buildings, but then it divides them between the substations as well a little bit. How's the population actually this year? So it's been fairly stable. Grown by maybe 100 total, but yeah, just a lack of housing is currently the problem. Now, have we got on any of the houses? Got it over here. Number of connections exceeds substation. Oh, right, yeah, I haven't actually seen that one yet. But yeah, I usually don't have the pre-built towns anyway. I've been building this from the scratch. But I reckon that I might be facing that at some point. Although now that you warned me, I might try to avoid it as well as I can. So, cheers. How is... You got one worker going in. Yeah, I mean, the next towns are going to be a bit bigger houses, generally speaking. So that shouldn't really be a problem. Some of the smaller towns might still have a potential problem, but I'll probably try to have at least 2 substations per town anyway. Oh hey, we're actually getting some gravel here. We still need the concrete though, and that is gonna be a bit of an expenditure. Although once we get that one set up, it's not too bad. Yeah, fair enough. I will keep my eyes open for it. Right, we did empty that. How is the storage doing over here? Well, that's decent bit. What about this one? Ooh, that's actually running a bit low already. We did upgrade that one, okay. And I'm guessing the excavator is currently there, as well as one of the dumpers. So, how about we upgrade another one of these here? I believe it might be large enough for the... It should be large enough for the excavator. Okay, the food factory can now keep on working. I might actually lower the amount of workers here down to 10. just so that they don't completely fill the storage as quickly, so there's time for the trucks to go around, and then there's gonna be some extra workers available. I've been playing a month so far, but have 404 hours apparently. So you're saying that your hours were not found? Yeah, let's actually check. How much do I have? 324. I've been playing this for sometime last year, like September or something like that, when I picked this game up. But I'm mostly playing this on stream. Oh, we actually have a lot of fuel here. Well, I'm guessing the truck should be swinging by soon enough. Well, that's another oil truck. Okay, so where is the fuel export truck? Or, well, not necessarily fuel export truck, but one of the distribution office trucks. I'd imagine that they'd be here soon enough. No, that's still taking bitumen. Okay. Well, most of the streams that I have on YouTube are from my previous run, and I did like a basic looks through what's going on in the Republic pretty much every stream. So I think if you take like one of the, or especially like a lot of the early portions of the streams, I did a bit of a tour to see what's going on and if I had to set up something new. But I think I don't think I have the VODs from the first run on my YouTube, but I do have at least the previous run, which was Island Run. But yeah, this is technically my third run of the game so far. Yeah, the second run there should be about 28 or something like that of the streams. 27, okay. Close enough. But yeah, I didn't upload the first run. I don't think I started uploading the VODs to YouTube later. A bit of excess population right now. I'm not entirely sure. Well, I suppose once we get the houses coming along here, they're still going to require some steel. But that's not a massive expenditure. Yeah, the one in YouTube was relatively heavily modded. Not as heavily as this one, but like there were some houses and various kindergartens and stuff like that that I was using, especially after the first town. And I actually had to... I suppose I can quickly show it. There was a certain house that I was using a lot. I believe it was this one. So what I was doing is I was taking one down and rotating it 180 degrees, put another one right next to the other side. There's basically just one large house there, and it can fit in 450 workers. But I'm not going to use these here. It would feel a bit out of place for the smaller town feel that we have going on. But yeah, the first run I did without any mods. But of course that's not viewable anyway, unfortunately. Yeah, the view is a secondary concern, let's just put it that way. I mean, at least you'll get to know your neighbor. Right, so you are trying to bring in actually a full 7 workers here. Good. Question is, are you going to get there in time, or is the winter slowing you down too much? Well, you got there in time, and this should be done relatively quickly. So that's good. But yeah, with that I had fairly tight cities, let's just put it that way. So I had a city that was... Actually, see, it was roughly like the area that we have the forest in here. Like that sort of city, more or less. There was a lot of... since it was basically just islands, the random map was a bit of a weird one. But yeah, like this sort of area, we had about 15,000 people living in there. Plus a tiny bit of industry. And train stations and all that sort of stuff there. I used a lot of ships on that run. I had no land connection to the eastern bloc. Video about how Khrushchev designed cities or prefab, where only the top stories, no elevators, and each city was designed to be self-contained with transport factories. Oh, that is pretty cool. I mean, frankly, I live in, well, not something that Khrushchev has designed because I'm from Finland, but the houses that I live in are pretty much the prefab houses. Actually, I wonder, residential buildings. Not that, it's the bigger one. You know, I'm not entirely sure if it's in here. Yeah, but I live in very much like one of these houses. Because for some reason, someone thought that they were a good idea. So of course there's no elevator in here. Luckily it's not quite 5 stories. Only 3. But I can tell you that moving was a bit of a pain in the butt. Right, so we got all the crops from there. I'm guessing this is... well, it's not empty yet, but it will probably be soon enough. Got $208,000 right now, so that's good. Do we actually have any workers waiting at the bus stop here? We've got 1. Could be worse, I suppose. Sure. Right, well, let's have a look at that. We are unfortunately going to lose the sounds for a little bit. Right, but I'll leave that open for... and I'll watch that after the stream. You know, it's just... yeah, I'll be saving it later, although... oh, I may have crashed the game. Oh, okay, well that's a bit unfortunate. No, game not responding. Okay, well. We'll just restart. We got autosaves going on, and so it's not too bad. We didn't lose that much time. Like, we got autosaves every 10 minutes or so. And it does reboot fairly quickly, so it's alright. Don't worry about it. The timing was pretty good, not gonna lie. Oh, we actually went back a little bit, well, about 2 weeks. Again, not too bad. Don't think we lost any important progress. Figured why a game doesn't work in window mode on dual screen. Yeah, I got 3 screens actually, but I recently switched to play on full screen mode because I noticed that tabbing in was quicker. Although, well, not this time, but yeah, I just wanted to check if it worked better this way. I'm not convinced yet. I'm not sure if it's working worse either, so I'll need a bit more testing. Right, so again, I'm pretty sure that we didn't lose anything important. Only thing that we had was the some of the trees were lost there, but that's about it. Right, so how much are we missing over here? Still missing the concrete. Oh, actually. Okay, I'm gonna start building this a tiny bit. And then we're gonna cancel that and continue construction so we can bring in our domestic bricks and boards in here. That's gonna save us a fair bit in the cost. Now, of course, there's gonna be a lot of people going in here. I suppose I could even buy some of the steel in here. How much do we need again? I don't remember. 70, okay, so that should be enough. We're gonna need the components as well, but we can at least construct some of that. Alright then, we are still going the fast speed, good. Because we've got some workers over there, so we can actually start working on the kindergarten soon enough. Although it's not being... oh, right, because there's some of the footpaths over here that have not been completed. Right, so you are bringing in boards down here, and we're taking mostly... oh, actually, bricks this time. Actually, just quickly gonna check, did we have the... no, we got 3 right now, don't we? Yeah, we got 3, so that should be enough for the time being. Actually, there's a lot of people working in here. Not that it's a bad thing. They get a lot of work done. We're gonna need a lot of bricks and boards, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem. We've got some people in here working, actually only 2. That will be enough. And actually got no one working over here right now. Again, I think we'll be fine. The ambulance is going to pick up someone from there, I believe. Possibly. I'm not entirely sure. No, it's actually over here. There's another one that is... okay, well, I suppose there's a lot of old people living in this... yeah, the average age has gone up quite a bit. At some point we had average age of like 17 in this republic. It has gone up significantly since then. It's still under 30, of course, but... yeah, it's not quite as good as it used to be. On the other hand, when you have average age of under 20, you have quite a bit of people trying to go into the kindergartens and schools and all that, so that does kind of limit the capabilities a fair bit. Now let's see, have we got on? We got the gravel down there. We still have the concrete. Oh yeah, I know the things in here. Most of the adults living with their parents are on this side right now. And luckily we got this house over here, which is within reach of all of those. So if we want to move people away from here, we can just take this and move like 20 people away, and then they will shuffle into this house. But yeah, I use that every now and then. Okay, so are you actually... you are heading back to... alright, yeah. Sometimes the vehicles are a bit idiots with how they take their path during winter. I mean, technically it might be faster, or they can drive faster on that, but that would have been a lot quicker. Right, so have we completed that road? Completed that road. Well, we have started getting gravel there, but that's about it. Need more gravel there. That is gonna require a microbus, which we actually do have approaching. No, actually, we had one here. I've done a little bit of work on that, so yeah, that did work. Do we have anyone waiting there right now? No, not really. No one's really heading that way either. We have the power production over here. Seems to be doing alright. We've got people at the heating plant, which is doing okay right now. That has been kind of cleaned out, but not properly, I suppose. I mean, to be fair, we don't have all that many vehicles in here doing the technical work, so to speak. So, yeah. Not necessarily the best city or town to be in. Over here, things seem a little bit better, so let's actually have a look. A lot of those people can work in here, but the range of this is not particularly large. But we're at least getting a decent bit of meat, although running a bit low over here right now. So is the meat truck... It is waiting here with 1.5 tons of meat. And we should have plenty of crops here. Well, I say plenty, but we at least have some crops there. That is already empty, so yeah, we actually went through all of the crops right now. Now, to be fair, we have been exporting a lot of food. Which, to be fair, exporting food is still better, even if it all does make a profit, even if we need to import the crops for that. Especially since we can export it with a truck instead of a ship. Because yeah, we had, in the previous run, we had to use a lot of ships. Because in a lot of ways the ships were just quicker. They're going to be cleaning that. Vehicles over there are just waiting. Okay, so we got... Oh, there we go. The visual glitch is no longer there, but sometimes when there's... The game can't quite decide whether the top one should be one material or another. It just keeps flashing there. Right, so have we got on... Need a bit more steel, boards and bricks here. Well, not steel anymore, but bricks and boards we do still need. We've got quite a few workers in here though, so that's alright. Actually, we have the money, we might as well buy a crane. Just buy a road crane, and which one we've been using the S3, so we'll buy another one of those. I have a tendency to just go with one chassis or vehicle and use that one for the time being. Eventually I will upgrade that to a bit better one, but right now we'll just go with the V3Ss, not VS3s, but yeah. Right, so that should speed up the construction quite noticeably. And we can get... Oh, actually, we need to get a concrete mixer as well, don't we? Actually, for that, the V3S is not an option. We can get a T138 though, which is generally fairly good as well. We'll get another microbus, I suppose, but we are now below 700,000, so I'll let that be for the time being. Okay, we've got most of the bricks there. We are going to need more steel, as well as mechanical components, but once we get through this portion of the construction, we can just use cash to complete it. Because the price should be going down relatively well. I think it's going to be something like 15,000 once we're done with this. That shouldn't really be a problem. Right, let's actually have a look at the... Oh, we don't have enough workers in here. I think a lot of the workers that could be working in here are now working over there. Also, how much do we have people over here at the refinery? Well, a decent bit. Okay, we have at least exported fuel in there. Actually, have a look at last year's total. Okay, so we made 20,000 profit in dollars despite purchasing the wind turbine, which was $30,000. So actually not too bad. And then 40,000 rubles worth of vehicles, as well as a lot of manpower. So yeah, we actually did pretty well, considering the population of our republic here. Which, in all fairness, is not particularly large. We have upgraded that. Do we have the trucks over there? We do have at least 2 dumpers and the excavator, so how about upgrade that bit of road? Then we're gonna upgrade... Ooh, actually we need to upgrade up to there first, then we're gonna upgrade there. Then we'll purchase that portion. And then over here we'll probably have to purchase those 2, but that one we can build. There's no workers over there. Is this running empty? Yeah, it is. That's a bit unfortunate. Right, have we started bringing the materials here? No, because we haven't completed any of these. Are you still running empty? Yep. Okay, never mind then. You do you. Oh, right, so how much... Okay, 15,000 was fairly close to the truth there. So what? I'm pretty sure that the prices will just keep going up, so I'm gonna sacrifice a little bit of money here. We'll get that back eventually. I'm gonna lower the amount of workers down to 2, so that the cement and gravel will be purchased automatically for the time being. And now we can get some concrete. Means that you... Oh. Concrete mixture should be leaving... Oh, right, actually, we need to assign you as a source for it. There we go, another mixer can head off. There we go, so now we got access to... Well, still buying the gravel, but we now have access to at least asphalt and concrete in this region. That should help a long way. At least I hope so. Right, so you're still driving empty. Just arrived here, and you'll need to turn around. Yeah, at least we are working on this road, and that seems to be going fairly quickly. Let's see. 1,200 population in here. We got 50 adults with their parents, which are mostly on the southern side of the town. And yeah, that's not too bad. But we definitely need to start improving this area over here. There's just not a lot of room to build into. I don't want to build too much in here because that's the forest area down here, and we kind of need that to be trees rather than houses right now. Because, might be some room for houses over here, I suppose, although we get so far away from the bus stop that we'd probably need another one. I mean, we probably need another bus stop anyway. We have a look. If we were to build a bus stop here, can we fit it in there? No, not really. Not even there, of course. Right, so we can't really build a bus stop over there. Not unless we go for some modded ones, assuming that we have them. I believe we do have some, maybe. The power plant, production line, depot. I don't actually think we have any. Like, we got parking lots, yes, but not exactly what we're looking for. I'm sure that there probably are some modded ones as well, although, well, there might be some modded ones. I'm not actually entirely sure. Right, so you brought in some people down here somewhere. Apparently here, they have made a little bit progress again. Yeah, I do plan on having a refinery area here that will be providing the fuel and bitumen on this region. And then probably down here we'll have a town that will be providing... Or we can get more gravel from there, for example. We can turn that into... or quarry stone, technically. Turn that into gravel and then turn that into bitumen and... not bitumen, asphalt and concrete. Maybe even cement. Actually, I wonder, is there... increase the size of this? So in the area over there should be coal, I believe. And then on the hillside around here there should be coal. Interesting. And then of course in the hills on the other side of the lake here, so there should be I'm right about there. I mean, I suppose we can just take out a miner, have a look. But yeah, there's a lot of coal there. Of course, there's the coal over there. There was the coal somewhere between... Okay, there's a little bit around here. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then I believe somewhere around... Oh, around here. Okay. Right, so there's a lot of places that we could be mining coal around here. We do have plans on getting a small steel mill down here, but that might take a while. Right, so one thing that I suppose I could do in here... Well, we haven't gotten these. Now we do have... Actually, no, we don't. We don't have access to any of the building materials, really. We do have a lot of money here that we could start using to get something. 2,000 is not quite good enough. It would be 2,000. I mean, I suppose I'll quickly get this because we do need to get the switch here eventually. How much would this be? 10,000? We could technically afford that, but I think we need to get the sawmill. So we can start using some boards produced over here to keep the... Oh, keep on constructing. I suppose... Oh god, are the dumpers? Dumpers are idle over there, and I believe we got plenty of gravel, so how about we start constructing this again? Bring in the gravel that we need, then we can stop that for a while again. Right, so how much... Ooh. Oil price has dropped quite a bit. I mean, that is our main export in this region, I suppose, so that would make sense. Oh, no. That was empty again. Got resources over there, but at the same time... How much? Ooh, 10,000. You know what, I'm going to suspend the construction of that. We'll probably suspend this one. Just to avoid the truck to get over here to do nothing, essentially. This one's already suspended. I suppose I could actually construct that road now. I will suspend that. Did it? We'll probably suspend this as well. I mean, we don't need any of the pipes right now. Let me quickly go through these. Just in case. Okay, so yes. $643 for the truckload of oil. Not great. Not terrible though, compared to what I would be getting from our coal and gravel sales. Although, well, the coal has been a steady income, I reckon. Look at this year. Okay, $2,300. Not quite as good as food or oil. It could be worse. We've run out of... Yeah, we've basically run out of crops now, so we are importing crops to export the food, essentially. Which still makes a profit, so I'm not complaining. Now then, over here there's a lot of trucks moving about, so we've presumably got the... Yeah, we started working on this one. And that one. Actually did all the groundwork for that, so I'm guessing the mixer is now working on pretty much full speed. Have a look. It's not there, so it must be... Yep. It's heading off for the... Encouraged bus platform. Alright then. Yeah, you got 6.4 tons of concrete. I presume that is all that you could, or all that you need. It should be. So at least we are certainly getting another step closer to actually constructing these buildings. Oh right, the excavator is coming here. Right, we're gonna need some steel. Because we don't have all the services in here anyway, so, but we can rebuild some of the houses in here. So that once we get the required services in this region, we can then start bringing the people, and at first we can probably have a bus taking people through the town. I just wonder, where can they reach from the bus platform? They can reach at least the food factory. They cannot reach the sawmill. They can reach the small brickworks. They can reach the woodcutting posts. A lot of the services like shops, kindergartens, schools, clinic. Technically the wind turbines as well. A heating plant. They can work on quite a few things, but I think we might want to upgrade some of the footpaths here, actually. Is there actually some workers over there? So how about we start upgrading, for example, that one first? I'm not sure if it's going to work quite as well as one might hope. Oh, container line. Well, not going to have ships on this map, I'm afraid. Oh, and we might want to upgrade more of the footpaths down here as well. Don't think there's a massive traffic over there right now, but we can certainly help that a little bit. Because now a lot less people can actually reach here, but oh well. We're about to reach 700,000 in rubles again, and we still have more than 200,000 in dollars. Have a look at the total numbers this year. Still a little bit down in rubles, but get there soon enough. Got the football field over here. Seems to be doing alright. Taking more boards down there, aren't you? No, we did build this. We did build that, so they're just filling up the stockpile again. We need a bit more bricks, actually. Now, you are taking more gravel to the unfinished footpath. Which one, though? We've got quite a few. Oh, all the way here, okay. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. We've completed quite a few of these now. I'm going to buy another microbus, I think. I know that they're not free, but they cost fairly little in grand scheme of things. How many? We can still have 2 more vehicles in here. We don't have a covered hull. At the same time, we don't have any access to the components anyway. Concrete plant can't produce concrete. Oh yeah, there's just no one working there. That will happen every now and then. Now, have we started working on the... We got the gravel there. Actually, there's probably an easier way to see the resources, and that's not concrete, gravel. No, we can't actually see at the build site, unfortunately. Oh well. We can now fairly safely say, though, that we got all the gravel in these footpaths that we are working on. Actually, once we get... Ooh, actually. We could technically connect through there. On the other hand, I'm not entirely sure that that's necessary. We may want to upgrade a bit more over here once we're done with that. And then upgrade over there. A bit over here. And around... Oh, right, actually. Oh, no, we are upgrading that. The microbus is heading away with... come on. 3 workers. I believe it's taking them to the footpath down here. Yep. We need a bit more steel here. How much would this cost? 4,000 and... Well, we are at less than 700,000, so I'm not going to do that right now, but it doesn't seem to be too bad, for the most part. Now with the 2 microbuses, we might actually get a bit more workers on here as well, to get more of the... Oh, yeah, this is actually bringing in 3 workers for the small bit over here. Should be enough to actually complete it. I bloody well hope so. Because if we can connect that, then everyone going to the bus stop can get there much quicker. Yep, there we go. Not entirely sure if there are a lot of people trying to get in here, though. But actually, let's have a look. Does it... I don't think it actually adds in anything important yet. But in due time, we might reach somewhere. Right, so once we get these two, it might reach, well, at least this might reach back to the bus platform once again. We've got a decent bit of workers in this region, so at least a lot of the refineries and such should be able to work with decent speed. Not full speed, unfortunately, but decent speed. Of course, one thing that I could do, so I could technically have another bus platform somewhere around here. Or maybe even around here. That would be able to pick up some people from here. Oh, well, I suppose if we have it over here, we can bring in workers from elsewhere to work in here. And that might work. Okay, so you drop some people there. Should be enough to actually complete that. At least they're working on decent speed there. I'm still waiting for some people over here. The question is there any workers there? No, not really. Not yet, anyway. Because they did manage to complete that. Let's have a look. Does it actually... well, no, it shouldn't increase the reach yet. Oh, it kind of does. Kind of does. Once we get the small bit there, still... that should increase the reach. At least to the first big house. Maybe even the second one. 3 people there. I believe the microbus is heading back there. Yep. Okay, so 704,000 rubles right now and 216 in dollars. So let's have a look at the other town here real quick. We've got this one working fairly well, I suppose. Buying the crops once again. We have started sowing the fields, so that's good. Because we won't be getting the harvest today. But I suppose that's alright. Actually, is there... we really should start figuring out the town down here. Question is, are we going to have a railway going through here? Or around here and then through there, for example? Or through here? There's a lot of options. I think I will not have a rail station down here. I can just start designing a little bit of the town. All residential. I think for this one we'll still go with the smaller ones that we have been using. Say if we were to build a road down here first, kind of divided through the middle, we can probably have a bus stop right at the center. And connect that there. We can probably start. Well, I'm not going to start working on that quite yet. Then we can start setting up some of the houses. Let's say we built one there. We'll probably build one on the other side. We may need to live. Oh, right. Too close to the road. That's a bit of a problem, I suppose. Another house there. Yeah, we can get these houses rather close to each other at least, so that's good. One more there, and then one there. And we probably have some shops or something like that here near the center. We can probably... actually, let's set up the shop first. Actually, just a quick check. If we were to set up this as... yeah, people can reach here. So if we want to have just a grocery store here, that should work. We can have the bus to take the people that want to shop for clothing and electronics at the other town. So, doesn't have a large room, but... oh wow, it's a tiny one. Not sure if I want quite that tiny. Or grocery store might be more to my liking. Right, so let's get that. We can get a connection through there. And let's get some footpaths going down here. It's of course going to take a while to complete or build all of this, but that's fine. Right, then we probably need to have a... Well, I suppose we can utilize that one. A little bit of a curve jewel there. Connect you down that way. I suppose we can start working on that. It's gonna take a while to be completed, but again, we're doing things fairly slowly around here anyway. So we got the shop at least. Now let's figure out a kindergarten. We'll probably build one of the small ones here. We'll probably place it on the opposite side. Like there, actually. We might want to connect this down there. We can connect through there, we can connect to that one. Then we're going to have a connection through here. I will place down a small house again in between here. If I can actually put it in. That is going to be a challenge, but I think we can. Put a little bit of an angle, it should be okay. Place you down there. There we go. So now, I suppose that's something that we can start working on. So now we've got kindergarten and shop. We're going to require a school. We might even build a small university here. Like, not a tiny one, but a bit bigger one. In this town. And what else do we need? We need a fire station. That is large priority, actually. So let's continue this road down here. We can keep on designating stuff in here. So next, let's get the fire station. Max workers doesn't need to be a huge. We can go with the stone one still. This might work. We may need to take a little bit more distance there, but yeah, if we place you down there, connect this one over there, and you can be connected down that way. And we can still connect this to the main footpath area here. And we can then set up another house. I'm using these same kind of houses for everything here right now because it's just... These can fit in 10 workers each. Whereas a lot of the smaller ones can fit 4 or 6. Right, so how many houses is that? That's several. It's not a massive housing yet, but it's something. We'll probably set up the school down there, so let's have a look at the schools that we have available. Doesn't need to have a massive capacity of workers, to be fair, but not quite 4 workers. I think this will work. Let me just fit it in here is the question. It needs a bit of lattining. On the other hand, we might have an excavator available. Oh yeah, we do. There we go. Now we just need to figure out the footpath connections down here. Because we can connect directly to that one. Then over there. I don't suppose we need to connect these two. I mean, technically we could. We go around that one. This one, on the other hand, doesn't really have a good option. Nothing that would actually... Like, I don't think I can fit... No, I can't fit a footpath down there. Too small of a gap. That's alright. I mean, we can fit in a fair bit in here. We can probably get started with that, at least. It has the basic services. The very basics. It doesn't have any sports or... Actually, sports might be something that we might want to get real quick here. Mostly another football playing crowd, I reckon. One without a fence is cheaper, so I want to place one of those. Let's see, where... Place you down there, for example. Probably fairly central location, at least. Right, and I think we may need to have a road to go around the town here, just so that we're going to have a bit of a bypass road. So we'll take something from here. Come on, there we go. Building on the hillside is always a bit of a pain in the butt. Well, I suppose that is a bit unrealistic. I'll build this road a little bit further as well. There we go. So that should be a fairly sizable area for us town here. Hey Doomsday, how's it going? Currently setting up another town here. And we also have another town on this side being constructed. Well, slowly being constructed. We did also get some facilities for asphalt and concrete production. They were not cheap, of course, but we managed to do that and we're still making money, so that's good. Slowly but surely we are improving situations left, right and center. Actually, we'll probably upgrade that one now. Because I have a feeling that the excavator... Actually, the excavator is busy right now. Probably doing the groundworks on the town here. Oh yeah, well, it just completed that one. So over here... Ooh, right, we need more steel. I suppose one thing that we could do is we could just buy some steel again. We got the room here. We got a lot of it money to spare. I will buy 18 tons. Probably not enough by a long shot, but enough to get maybe some of the buildings completed. How are you doing? Right, over that is doing very well. We got a decent production over here. Not a lot of workers right now, but other than that, it's not too bad. Actually, let me have a look at the money. I'm making decent profit in dollars and a tiny bit in rubles as well. That's all right. And all of the sowing has been done. Good. Actually, no. There's still one field over here that is undergoing that process. Actually, the road that we did, we might do another one over here. I more or less follow the railway. Although we do need to have a location where we can place our rail construction office somewhere. That might be... Well, I mean, I suppose there are a lot of locations that we could place one in. For example, possibly around here or around here. Especially if we utilize some of the teachings that we learned in the previous Republic. And actually get the office to be working on pretty much everything on its own. Eventually, but yeah. Not gonna happen anytime soon. We don't have the cash or the productions for any sort of train things yet. We're just placing down the railways to kind of keep track of where I need to leave open. Oh, we're actually working on that one. Still need a little bit more workers, but that's alright. We might actually connect that footpath down there. That would shorten the trip that the trucks need to go a little bit. And we'll probably want to have that there anyway. Right, so how is the work starting on this side? Have they actually started bringing anything? Might start bringing in some... Oh, actually no, they haven't started working on anything yet. Might be too far away. We close that a little bit and... Oh yeah, it is too far. Well, they have started working on the long road there. Let's put it on 2 kilometer range. That should help a little bit. But yeah, they'll start working on this area. Get some more housing in here. Once we get all the basic services that we set up so far, then we should be able to start moving people. As long as we get the bus stop working correctly and get a bus or two to transfer people between the towns, then it should be alright. Actually, that reminds me, how's the... Oh wow, there's a lot of people that want to go to the university. It's probably best for us to specialize this to be kind of the university town in this region here. So we'll probably want to figure out a place for the university rather soon. Well, I suppose we'll have to figure that one out soon enough. But probably not today, because that city is going to take a long while. And I will be ending on 1st of July again. But I have noticed that 18 months is usually a good amount of time to spend. Actually, let's start working on that road here. It's a bit of an expensive one, most likely, but we'll get it done eventually. Oh, and hey, we got some steel here. Now we just need to get the workers down here. We've got on the steel for that one. We have... well, some of it anyway. So you are bringing 5 workers for one of the footpaths. Guess the second one bringing people down this way. Excavator is aiming that way at least. One person waiting there. Microbus, I do not see where it is. Because I know that there's 2. But they're both on this side right now. One? Oh, they are both on this side. You are going to be working on another footpath. I see. Yeah, you're not going to be able to complete that yet. I haven't gotten the gravel on this side. Right, well, so far so good. I mean, I think next stream we'll be able to maybe even move in some people here. As long as we make sure that we get the basic services in here, it should be alright. Actually, we can, again, just utilize... well, no, actually, if we want to have the... yeah, no, we will have a regular shop in there. Which will have all food, meat, clothing and electronics there. Simply because that is going to be a bit of a bigger town, and it will be producing clothing and, well, mostly clothing. So it would be a bit foolish to not utilize it. Or utilize the clothing produced here locally. You are delivering steel for this one. Indeed, and that is all the steel that they are going to need. So yeah, we'll be able to get a lot of these houses done in due time. There's one person working there. Huzzah! Not very quick though. Okay, let's actually have a look. How much is the oil going to be worth this time? Because the price has probably still kept going down. Yeah, it has some proper roads now. Especially over here, I decided to just go for the gravel roads. It's 600. Price is actually pretty much the same as we checked last time. Oh, that's not too bad then. But yeah, I've been upgrading a lot of the roads slowly, but it takes a long time. Right, so we completed that. We have started working on that. We have gravel there. We just don't have the workers quite yet, and no one waiting over there, so that is a bit of a problem. That's going out with the oil there, and I think we just exported some food as well. Now let's jump back on the other side. Right. We have the meat truck over here. 1.6 tons of meat so far. Still got plenty of meat in here, so that's not too bad. Oh, it decided to switch directly there. That's good. Our population is a bit shy of 2,000. It's been fairly stable for the entire stream. We haven't built enough housing to actually let it grow further than that, really. Okay, we completed that one. But yeah, it's been a decent... I mean, if we have a look at last year, we did actually a decent bit of money. Like an actual town now. Yeah, it does indeed. I mean, it's a small town, but it's a town nonetheless. We still need to upgrade some of the roads here, although the excavator is not available right now. Once it is, we'll probably upgrade the next bit of road there, slowly getting the infrastructure here up to scratch. We do have the road going all the way down here, but we're not using it quite yet for anything. Probably have eventually a road going all the way around the lake, but right now, it's not quite done yet. Slowly working on this town, but there's going to be a lot of things that we need to work on there still. We need to keep on buying steel for the time being, but there's no real way around that unless I start investing a lot of money to get a steel mill up. Well, the rail lines are mostly there just to signify where I need to save the room. I'm not going to start actually working on these anytime soon, but it's just, you know, keep in mind that what sort of space I have to work with. But yeah, there are going to be rails eventually. In, I don't know, 15 years maybe? That might be a bit too soon, quite frankly, but before year 2000, let's put it that way. Right, so have we got the gravel on all of these, don't we? Yes, we do. But 25,000, 37,000 would be the price of that. That would be 6,000. We could actually build this one. Then we're going to start bringing in the wood down here. And we're going to start turning that into bricks. Because we don't have power there. Well, at least we have one factory there for the time being. We're going to start expanding that later, but slowly but surely investing in various things. But 2 trucks over here, you are loading up some gravel. New microbus available. Using dollars. Ooh. You are exporting coal for $140. Alright then. And yeah, you went to refuel there. Oh, you're actually now only heading... Okay. Yeah. I think once we get this town over here going... I mean, we'll probably get the town on this side first, just so that we can get the refinery and proper university in here. As well as a few other things, maybe. Better in this than the current game playing. Oh, fair enough. I mean, I'm using oil as crutch for my economy, basically, on both sides. But to be fair, I have probably learned quite a bit in my runs. Usually by failing horribly first. But yeah, we haven't actually had any massive death spirals yet in this town. We had one fairly close on the first winter. Or was it second winter? Anyway, we had one fairly close, but we managed to keep it alive. We had to bring in like 60 extra people or something like that, but then we managed to keep it, keep the heating plant going and save the situation. Bought it last week. Ah, fair enough. It's a good game. I do recommend it. Of course, something to keep in mind is that it is still in early access, so it's going to take a while before some of the features are going to be in, but other than that, it's only worth the money. I was just saying earlier that I have, what, 340 hours or something like that so far in the game. I've certainly got on my, I think it was it $20 or something like that, what the game costs? I don't remember anymore. Okay, it's well more than a year since I bought this. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of failure early on. But, you know, as long as you take it with a bit of humor, then it's fine. So how much do we need here? Another 102 tons of gravel. I Guys, better get your sledgehammers winging then. Are you loading? You are loading gravel, but we don't have any quarry stone. You're trying to load gravel, but there's no gravel in there. And then we got the quarry stone being unloaded right after that. There we go. Yeah, that works fairly well. Other than the fact that sometimes there's just nothing available there. Now, we only have this one quarry over here. It doesn't have power supply or anything, but it does have an excavator there doing the work. Right, so now that we've got the small brickworks... Actually, we got the distribution office around here, don't we? Oh, but you're not an open hole one. Right, do we have anything with open hole capacity? We do. Loading wood cutting. Oh, right, yeah. I can just set up that as a unload. Wood. Go for 90%. Because why not? Probably don't need quite this many workers here, but that's alright. I mean, there's no one able to reach there anyway, so probably shouldn't worry about it too much. But just future-proofing it for the time being. Okay, so we are slowly getting the gravel down here, so that's good. Not that we necessarily need it right now, but I'd rather do that or upgrade the road now, since there's no one going to be driving on it. So it's not going to be messing with anything else, other than maybe delaying some of the other buildings, but that's about it. Right, let's jump on the other side again. Let's have a look. Version over here. We don't have any other people, or any workers down here anywhere. And the... Actually, yeah, the crane is over here. I'd imagine that it was on build side, but I guess not. Oh, actually, there might not be what's open. Well, there is one mechanism open there, but it just might not be having workers in there. The workers are probably mostly focusing on the footpath right now. Okay, so we did upgrade that. Is the excavator... No, the excavator is not here, so it's probably heading out to another one of the... Oh no, it's working on the road here. Right, that makes more sense. Still missing 50 tons of gravel. But that's... Let's see. 12 truckloads of gravel. It's gonna take a little while. Now 11 because that one truck got here already. Now working on the footpath down here, and that seems to be going at a decent speed. Pull that one, that one. Oh, that needs so little work to be done. It's not enough. Yeah, a bit more gravel here, then we can do the groundworks over there as well. Now, the question is, how many people do we have at the platform here? We actually have a fair bit. It's not massive amounts, of course, but it's better than nothing. And over here, a lot of the houses can now, or some of the bigger houses can at least, well, one of the bigger houses, let's be accurate, can reach the platform again. And there's now no one working over there, so where are you going? Going for one of the footpaths. Is that the... Oh yeah, it's the one that is almost completed. So it might be a bit of an overkill, but at least we'll get that completed, finally. We've got quite a few trucks bringing the oil here, and oh, neither one of the trucks taking the stuff to export is present here at the moment. That is a oil truck. Actually, unloaded all of its content there. Okay. That one not quite. Yeah, we got a decent bit of fuel and bitumen waiting there. I believe this is one of the trucks that is going to be. Yeah, it's taking fuel. And that's taking bitumen, okay. Both of them are there. Yeah, that truck is almost full. How's the situation of meat here? Oh, it's actually almost full. Alright then, so I'm guessing a lot more people, well, a little bit more people are working at the chicken farm now. That's good. One thing that I'd like to see is a bit of a graph on buildings, on how much they've been producing things. Or let's say for the past year, or maybe even 2 or 3 years. It would be nice to kind of figure out how much production you can expect from a place. And see if your actions are actually improving the productions or not. You can see the total production, of course, but... or like the total production in your republic. But actually, there might be something in here. Production... oh, actually. Okay, so we can see how much is being produced in the city. Actually, 84 tons of meat. Oh, wow. Is that... hold on, is that total or... yearly basis? I'm not entirely sure. Also, the cursor seems to be a bit misaligned here. I think that is within a year production, because I'm pretty sure that we don't produce 1,400 tons of food in a month or anything like that. Well, we got a decent bit of production at least going, because this... well, it might be... oh, I think that's all time. Because we're producing max 6 tons of food, but we have limited the amount of workers to 10. So that would be about 2 tons max per day. Yeah, no, it's all-time production there. Right, so is the excavator home? Nope. Never mind then. A lot of microbuses heading this way. Are you actually... oh, you bring in some stuff there. We don't have quite enough steel for everything. I'm guessing you're going for one of the footpaths again? This one? Yep. Can they complete that? I don't know. And no one got over there. Alright then. That's a bit sad. But yeah, we now actually have roads for all of the customs houses that are on the map. Because there's a total of 3. Which means that if we build anything on the, say, the southern parts of the map, anything on this corner, then it's going to be a heck of a long way to do any exporting. At the same time, I don't think a lot of the towns over there are going to be doing any exporting. It's just going to be transporting stuff to neighboring towns to meet their requirements there. There might be some places that are on railway lines that will be doing some exporting with trains, but with trucks, no, it's too long. Too long of a trip to do that. They'll be spending so much fuel that it needs to be very valuable stuff to export by a truck all the way from there. Right, so that is heading... wait a minute. Oh, you're trying to take bricks to the... okay, but we don't have any bricks there. Oh yeah, we are producing some bricks here. I suppose we could increase the workers there for a little while. I don't think we need more boards, quite frankly, but bricks, apparently we do need a little bit. We've got plenty of the woodcutting posts there. That's alright. Okay, so we are actually losing a little bit of population, but that was to be expected. To be... right, I could upgrade more of the pads here, but I don't think I want to do that right now, because I know that all the people that are jumping on the microbuses are heading down here. Various locations, so yeah, that's probably a bit of a waste of time to start upgrading the ones over there. We did get that one though, so that does indeed shorten the trip of some of the microbuses down this way. Speaking of microbuses, where's the next one? That's heading back. This is heading out. Come on. Got 6 workers. Okay, you should be able to reach there without problems. Now, we don't have anyone over there. One thing that I suppose I could do at some point is upgrade this road to asphalt. And maybe the main road there and the main road down this way. I don't think I'll be upgrading the roads down here anytime soon. It's just there's so many footpaths and stuff like that going on that you need to do it in so small bits. Oh, wow. 740,000, I did not realise that. That's a decent bit of money. Right, how about we use that money to buy more steel? That tends to be a good investment. 30 tons of steel, that should be enough for a little while. That is still sitting here, so there's probably no one in here. There's some brick production at least. They don't produce them quickly, to be fair, but they do produce them. They produce them from wood, so in that particular one, but it's a modded one. Regularly you need coal. Right, still nothing over here. Have they? Actually, nope, there's no one there. I mean, I suppose they might be... What's this? Well, we can't see anything around here, at least. So no, there's literally no one in here. There was the truck that got over there and then realized, oh, I'm not carrying anything. You're bringing another 3 workers. Going for another footpath. I'm not entirely sure which one, but probably that one. Or this one. I think it's actually this one. And there's a micro rust heading there, so it's probably that one. Well, I don't know, it could be this one. Oh, it is the one in the forest there. Alright then. So how much have we done money this year? A little bit. Not much in dollars. Not much in rubles either. I mean, we've been doing a lot of investments, quite frankly. I think next stream will increase the baseline money amounts a tiny bit again. Try to get to the original starting cash that we had on the year 1960. So $500,000 and $1 million rubles. After that, we'll start using them fairly liberally, I suppose. Oh. Almost completed that one, but I think... Oh yeah, they started on this side. Oh, never mind then. I don't think they'll be able to complete that, unfortunately. How about this one? Nope, there's no one working there. Never mind then. I believe all the farms are growing quite nicely. Indeed they are. And same over here. Yep. Right, how's the situation over here? We have not upgraded that yet. Where's the excavator? Guessing it's... Oh, right, it's working on this one still. And we need another 29 tons of gravel there. Ah, that's gonna take a while. Oh, is the... No, that's a truck. No, so the excavator should still be here. A bit hard to see because it's right under the dot there. Apparently it is there. Okay, so have we actually started on... No, we haven't started working on any of these. Yeah, we'll just let that go naturally. In the meanwhile, we got this one. Seems to be alright. A little bit workers there. One worker over there. Is this one working on... Not too bad. Not too bad. That's taking out... Oh, coal price has gone up a tiny bit again. Not sure if the oil price has. Don't think it has. Right, have we started bringing the... We have started bringing in a little bit of wood here. We've got 1 truckload so far. Still unloading a lot of wood there. Wow, there's 10,000 tons of wood in the forest. Plus 600 tons ready to be transported. Alright then, well, that should make things a fair bit easier. I suppose I could probably decrease the amount of workers down to 5 here. to allow a bit more workers to be taking the bus, to be working on the footpaths and stuff like that. I mean, there's only one microbus on this entire side right now, but that should be okay. Oh, right, end the construction there, because that's taking unnecessary workers right now, or unnecessarily workers away from other duties. Right then, we're about to hit the 1st of July, there we go. So I will be ending my stream here. Let's actually, just in case, I'm gonna do the save. Oh right, save as. There we go, just in case that if I need to, or once I tab out, if a game crashes again, then I know that not to play on the mode that I have been using so far. But anyway, I will be ending the stream here. I will be back tomorrow with some Dwarf Fortress, and on Sunday I should be back with some more Hearts of Iron 3, and then next week, Monday and Wednesday, I will be back with more of this. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye bye.